Nagamaru!
It's the Star Wars creature Cantina that you put together. Action figures each sold separately. You can make them move on revolving discs with the action lever. You can even make them fall.
Gotcha, Hammerhead! Got him. I told you not to follow me, Greedo. You owe us money, Han Solo. You're not going to collect this time. Wow, what a weird place.
Kenner's new Star Wars creature Cantina. Action figures sold separately.
Are you guys doing pickups?
We are doing pickups. Do you have
All
pickups, Z? Do you want to start?
I'm gonna stop my camera. I'm gonna turn around, just grab.
All right.
I'll let Sean grab some. I'll keep us occupied a few minutes.
All right. I know, but I like the Moon Knight like this on the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no means
Jesus.
I am like. I mean, no means
Jesus.
I am like complaining, but very happy for it. Another.
But
Did you guys not hear that?
This goes off the way. Oh.
No, dude, that was that.
Hey, who let Simon in this motherfucker?
Dude.
So everything wasn't muted, just my camera. But anyway,
Dude, bro, that was classic.
I didn't hear it, but I was talking.
Oh, bro.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information. Real fucking high on drugs.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem. I had to explain to Davis the big leg fart story, and for those of you guys who are new to that clip, so that clip took place during a live show on the Tales from the Flipside Network, and Leg forgot to mute his camera. And he turned off his camera, but he forgot to hit mute, and he ripped ass, and we could all hear it. And
Pretty smooth, baby.
oh,
Dude, the whole time I thought that was just like a clip from YouTube or something like that. Like it's such like a fake sounding real like fart. That's crazy that was caught. That's nuts.
yeah, it cracks me up all the time, man. Session was excellent, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying your session. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I showed in the session there was there's an owl that lives in my tree in my backyard. And in the summertime, when I go out and during the session, the owl is out there. So I try to show them to you guys. So if you guys ever see me showing you guys something in a tree, there's an owl chilling there looking back at you. We got this big fucking owl, bro, that comes back every year.
You know what kind of owl?
I don't know. I think it could be a great horned owl or something like that. So I don't know. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin, a.k.a. Music Pub, joining us tonight. How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
I'm good. What's up, everyone?
Chilling. Yeah, Chuck says, is the owl still out there? Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's definitely still out there.
Pretty smooth, baby.
Appreciate it, Matrix Comics. Eggplant says, is the owl real or is it marijuana? He's real. Trust me, dude. He's fucking real. My dog, when my dog was alive, she wasn't big enough for him to take, but my parents' dog is this little dog, so I'd always have to be out there if my parents were over and their dog was running around, you know. So those owls will fucking scoop those fuckers right up. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Yeah, that'd be a rough afternoon.
I know, right? Who fucking crazy. Did you guys see the Jae Lee Dynamic Forces cover that everybody's freaking out about?
So good.
It is great. What a cover.
So this is available, you guys. If you guys want to go get it, I think it's still available. I'll drop the link. Is this the link?
He homaged himself on it too, which is cool.
Yeah, right. All right, let me do this. Is this it? I think this is it. So here you guys go. If you guys want to go check this out, use the code Wednesday, singular Wednesday, and you can get 10% off. So let me write that in here. But I guess the original art sold too. Put this in here, which was kind of crazy. Yeah. Sold for, let me bring this up here.
I think it was 7,500 if I'm not mistaken.
Which, doesn't that feel low? Does that feel low
He
to
said,
you?
yeah, I saw in the email that went out that he priced it to go to a fan. Like they kind of knew that it was going to go quick, you know?
Yeah. Where is that?
I've had the opportunity to buy a few Jae Lee pieces. He did 3 covers for me a couple years back on The Boys. He did some homages. I don't know if you ever saw those, but he did a ASM 129, a 101, and I can't even remember what the other one was, but I had the opportunity to buy them and I totally slept on it.
It's kind of interesting because I saw this on Bleeding Cool where they're talking about, let me find this. Yeah, right here. Now Dynamite publishes Absolute Batman number 21 with Jae Lee. And I'm like, huh? What? What's going on here? Kinda. Yeah. So Nick Barucci, the sister company of Dynamite is Dynamic Forces. So it's pretty dope. But
what a cover though.
I know. 7,500 seems so low, dude. I love the original art, but I got to be honest. I think the final, the final image is what really kills it for me. Like it's even with the trade dress, it looks fucking good.
The trade dress is nice.
The coloring is really brings a lot out of it. It looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did the Quintana drop today from
It did.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern it went, and the bundles were 135 and they were gone in a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Where was that? Was that at Hell Destroyers?
It's on AC Pop. I think the trade was still available. I don't know if it sold out. The trade was 3,000 and the foil and the Virgin.
Oh, you're talking about the
5,000.
Absolute. I thought I was talking about the Quintana.
Yeah,
this is the Quintana Absolute Batman. I didn't even know about this.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you're talking about. That dropped tonight at 9:00. His
God,
Absolute
bro.
Two-Face.
You know what?
So
it's amazing. It really is fucking good. That character, I don't think that with this character model, you can have a bad cover, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a really cool. It's all like, to me, the first thing I thought of was like, it feels like an anime character, like the white hair and the split hair down the middle that like, that would never make sense. The hair would eventually move, but like, it's just so perfect that like, it's just always going to be perfect and always going to look badass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I love the idea and design of this character. The blue skull with, God, it's so good. I think this might be my favorite, like, absolute reiteration of a character is this one.
Do you guys
as
think
far as
that
design?
Do you guys think that $70 for a foil is okay for the Dan Quintana market right now?
It's just 70 for just the one book, not the set.
The set was 135.
I mean, there's a conversation to be had both ways, right? Where like, it's kind of like what you and I talked about when I was doing the 2-minute Peach Momoko drop, right? Where it was like, I got advice from some people that was like, drop it for high because that's going to make less people want to get it to flip, and it'll be more like a one per person guaranteed kind of thing. And so there's an argument for that. Personally, I couldn't justify, like, I don't like to sell books that high, but it's kind of like a to each their own. It's definitely going to resell for more than that. So
the thing about it too is there was no limit. So like I saw people got 3 sets or 4 sets at a clip. They didn't do one per person. So I mean, if a flipper was quick, they said they had bot protection and all this, but if a flipper was quick, they were getting multiple sets.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I know it's not easy. There's not just like a button on Shopify, which I'm assuming is what they use. There's not just like a button that's like make it one per person. Like you have to have like apps, and sometimes they don't work, and you have to, it's not just like that transparent. So I'm curious if they even do have bot protection or how well it works. Like there's so many shades of that. I'm not surprised though. I mean, at least at that price, there probably is right in saying that a lot of people didn't buy multiples. Like I'm sure like the flippers that got big audiences and know they can put it on eBay and they're not worried about spending that much, dropping $500 on some sets. A few of them probably got them, but like that's gonna price a lot of people out from getting multiple. So it's kind of like just depends on which way you look at it, I guess.
Yeah, I did see. I want to show this, and this is what I was originally talking about. I don't know if the book that Hive and Sean did. Let me see here. If the
I
book
think
that
I don't know if they're doing on the.
Oh, that was the Berserker one
I think
that
is that
Hive did.
Con?
Yeah, it
Is
was. I think
Con
it was a
only?
Berserker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so.
it was con only, and then they did Whatnot on eBay. I don't think they're doing website. I think it's
Yeah,
just
I don't-
live stream. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I don't think there was a drop, but they did say they had a line. I saw that video from Hell Destroyer before
Mhm.
where they were lined up before the thing even opened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
We're here. It's going very, very well at Amazing Con. Dan is back signing. We have drops going tonight on Whatnot and eBay Live. We'll see what we have left today. Maybe we can squeak out a few more than announced. And so only the surprises you're going to get from us are only going to be good surprises. So we'll see you tonight on eBay Live and Whatnot. On my shows, Hell Destroyer Comics and Hive Comics. We're going to alternate back and forth. Like Dueling Banjos on...
So
Hive is live in 2 hours. Or no, Hell Destroyer is live in 2 hours on
okay,
Whatnot.
So Hive's probably live right now.
Hive is live after them in 3 hours.
Okay. And this
Because
is
it's on the East Coast, so it's 10:30 for Hive, 9:30 for Hell Destroyer.
There's the book right there.
Mm.
I saw him signing some. I mean, again, and they're selling this too. It's only foil, and they're selling it for 70. I think it's 70 a piece, 75. So that's another reason why I asked the question. You know, like, is Dan the biggest artist in comics right now in secondary market wise? Does he still hold that title? I think he probably does. I can't think of anybody else that could justify a $70 plus variant right now. I think
I will
that
say,
there's
too,
certain
you could
guys that can, but not on like anything. You know what I mean? It's got to be really good. Like
Yeah, like you can hit that number, but it's not guaranteed. Whereas, yeah.
Mark
I
Brooks,
like the Posca paint print, the new SIG he's doing too with the paint pen that they're showing here. It looks like it's quicker. Hopefully their lines are moving better because, you know, being with Clutch and Leggett, that one in Legacy where it took forever. This seems like he's at least moving quicker with the paint pen. So hopefully more fans are getting a shot at him.
I mean, that's what I mean though. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with charging that price. It's just a matter of opinion. You know what I mean? Like it's going to keep people from buying too many and kind of almost keep it one per customer without having to actually enforce one per customer in a way. So yeah, if people are willing to spend it, you know.
Well, I think that there are certain artists out there that still can command that. I don't think all artists can. I think that
I don't think most can.
Yeah, there's this thing that happens in comics where it's ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, you know, and when an artist has that, I think he should ride it. Okay. And I think a retailer should ride it too. You know what I mean? Like, just like I think that, like, I'm not gonna take a super hot book and put it up on eBay for $1, buy it now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna put it up whatever's hot. And so I don't have a problem with that as long as it's, you know, the top, you know, couple artists in the game, top 10 artists in the game, a great that doesn't do things very often, you know, like there's moments for it. I think the sweet spot, and I'll continue to say this, is that $15 to $35. I think that's the sweet spot. I know it's pretty big, you know, but I think, you know, in that range, you're always going to win. I don't know. Did you guys, there was a couple fucking things out this week that are, I've seen this week, and we're going to announce some tonight that are fucking crazy as well. As a matter of fact, we should just get into it, because one of the things that I did see this week from Essential Sequential was probably one of Sveta's best covers she's ever done.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's unreal.
Dude, the design element of it too. The colors, the design element, the checkerboard top, old school logos. It is for the Detective 359 homage. This is a freaking 10 of a cover right here.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it's so good. I got all her Dredful 3 package today too. They came, and those covers are unreal.
I don't know
Well,
where mine are at.
the Dredful 3, everybody's getting in their Dredful 3s, right? From their
Oh,
Kickstarter.
beautiful.
And
The foil they did is unbelievable.
dude, Adam's at. I talked to Adam today. He's at Monster Palooza. He's gonna try and jump on if the internet gives him a little bit. He finds a better internet over there. But he's at Monster Palooza right now, and a lot of people are waiting for this. So I'm just gonna give it to you. Basically, they have those new variants that from Monster Palooza. That let me go ahead and show you guys. This was. Go. So these are limited to 300. This is the
So good.
the Haunted Buns cover. That's the front. That's the back.
She's so good, dude. She's so fucking good. She's
love
so good. Like standing on his shoulders in the bottom left corner.
Yeah,
like,
the bottom left.
she's so creative. You know what I mean?
So and only 300 of these. So there's that one, and then this is from a new artist to me, Austin Gregory, and these are available tonight. There's only 100 sets of these. So there's the Rattle cover, that's the Jackie cover, and then that's the Boo cover. And again, there's only 100 of those. There's 100 of the Austin Gregory covers, and then there's 100 of the Haunted Buns covers, and especially for you guys tonight, he puts some up on the website for you. So go get it right there. If you use the code Beyond10, you'll get 10% off. So buy more stuff. If you want to use that code, it's crazy. So this is the website. This is the new stuff. The Kickstarter is getting ready to start. And there's the Haunted Buns. Here you guys go. $40, and then it's limited to 300 though. Here's the other thing. When you're getting a limited book, limited to 500 or less, I'm okay with paying exorbitant prices. A book where you got, 2,000 copies, 15 to 35. There you go. I have no problem paying $40 for a limited 300 book all day. Absolutely.
Is it Haunted Buns or Handful of Buns?
Why not both?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the way I read. That's the way how I read it, right?
Pretty smooth, Beavis.
Pretty smooth, Beavis. Appreciate that, Chad. So use code Beyond10, and there you go. Get 10% off on that. And then there's also this one. This is the set from Austin Gregory, and this is limited to 100, you guys. And you can use the promo code for that one too. So, shout out to Sveta and Adam and the crew. Andy. I love everything that they're doing. Adam and Sveta have been really support. They've supported Beyond Wednesdays, and they keep on letting me do this. Letting me drop links for you guys. These were only supposed to be available at Monster Palooza, and
Pretty smooth, Beavis.
I was like, hey, what do you think? He's like, no problem. So pretty fucking cool. And like you said, Kevin, you got the Kickstarter in today. I've been seeing people get the Kickstarter books all over Instagram, dude. Everybody talking about them, showing them.
And you gotta open it up inside to check it to see which centerfold you got.
Yes. I've opened a few, but I've only seen one, which was the nurse. I don't know if there's multiples, but they did a really nice job. Each one has its own sticker, and a sticker is one of the 3 characters. Like I said, the spot foil was great. They were packed well. I only had a couple that had damages, and they already said they were going to take care of them because I know a few people had. I mean, I got 40 books from the Kickstarter. So
how about the people that got the
damage out
sketches?
of 40? Oh, that's crazy. The sketch was beautiful.
Yeah. I'm kind of kicking myself for
Me too.
waiting a beat.
You know,
13 of 13 too.
Let me go
Yeah.
pin this real
Well,
quick.
that's her whole thing of remarks and sketches like that. Like she limits 13.
Mm-hmm. God, so cool.
Ooh,
That's
Weekend
crazy.
Nacho's got a sketch.
She even said
Oh, wow.
that Buzzo is the rarest of the sketches. She didn't do very many Buzzo sketches. So Buzzo's that little
that's cool.
character that And then there was another one. Let me find it that I saw somebody pulling. Oh, look at this. Here we go. This is beautiful. This is the whole set.
Yeah.
That
I just
cover
looked,
right
and
there.
Mine's been in my mailbox since Tuesday. I haven't checked my mail this week. So it's been a crazy week. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta go. I wanna go check
Damn
the mail
right.
now.
Go check it
Yeah.
out.
It looks like there is a second pinup. I got the nurse that's on the top there, but I got to go through my books. It looks like there's a different one. In the back.
There's 3.
Oh, are there 3?
Yeah,
That's
and
one-
then and then I think they vary in rareness. There's like a common, uncommon, and then rare or something like that.
That
I
covers.
got to open all of them. Oh,
Yeah.
40 books.
That's a beautiful cover. That's amazing. I love this.
I
love
just
that one.
That
so good, dude.
if somebody
and
shows
I'm
the
excited.
and the Flops books were great too. Flops has 3 covers.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read one too. To finish reading Adam's story and Clutch's story, because they both left it on cliffhangers. So I have to know how that story ends.
Yeah. This one was. I mean, look at these two.
Yeah, I love those. I ordered those. Those were like opened after they hit certain goals, one for each. So finally, when all 3 came, I went in and got all 3.
These characters are fucking awesome, bro. Like, you guys know my story. The way I found Sveta is through the Halloween Trio way back when she does a Halloween Trio piece every year, I think. And I remember like my mom is into like the old school like I don't know what it is, like 50 Americana like stuff. It almost feels like old school flash art, like cherries and you know, like that type of shit from the 50s. And my mom's really into that. So she's always looking for like old stuff from the 50s to put around the house. And I remember seeing the Halloween Trio the first time I saw the Halloween Trio, and I remember sending it to my mom and being like, check this out, look at this, look how good this is, because it reminded me like of the shit that she's interested in, that old school pinup 50s era like ephemera and stuff. Shout out to Awesome Sauce Radio for the $1.99 super chat. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing good, man. I know you couldn't be here tonight, so appreciate you, bro. Hope everything's good. Real quick, I wanna also give a shout out to our boy Mike Hansen, whose father passed away, you guys. Throw some big shout outs to Mike, aka Zatari, aka Snick.com. If you guys know Mike, or if you guys follow him on IG, send him some love, send some positive thoughts and prayers out his way as well, and to his family. Nothing worse than losing one of your parents, man. So
Awful.
yeah. I think that the characters are so fucking cool. And once you already have the characters and the characters hit, right? Like I always talk about it with Spider-Gwen. I knew Spider-Gwen was going to be a hit as soon as I saw the costume and the colors that they use in that costume. I was like, I don't care what the story is, that's going to be a hit, you know? As soon as you saw Miles Spider-Man costume, the dark red and the black, and the way it was like almost like a negative regular Spider-Man costume, the way that the spiders are, the webs are, I was like, that's a hit. You see characters and their designs and you know it's gonna work. And that's how I felt the first time I saw the Halloween Trio.
I was talking to Johnny in the chat today earlier, and we were talking about how certain Spider-Gwen books have kept on going up in price, like the Momoko Ghost Spider #2, and we were talking about the Ji-Hung Lee one.
Oh, that one's so good, bro.
Well, like the cover is so great, right? Probably one of Ji-Hung Lee's best, like one of my all-time favorites.
That's my first thought when I think of Ji-Hung Lee.
Yeah, and so anyways, like we were talking about how that book had like dipped down in price, like where it was like a 9.8 was like less than 1,000. We looked at it again today. It's back up in price, like where it's like 1,400.
I thought you were about to be like, "Oh, it's so cheap now," because I was going to go grab one.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it would honestly surprise me because like someone approached me about my copy like 6 months ago, and it was like, and I knew it was like less than 1,000, so I was like kind of like I was like I'm not looking to sell at this point. And then when I told him, I was like, hey, if you're looking to sell your copy, like hit up this person. And then he double checked the prices before he hit him up and was like kind of like, oh
Yeah.
like
Bro,
the prices
spot.
are coming up.
This is embossed spot foil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Look at how good that looks. Like if this is all embossed and it's
It definitely is. That's like, yeah, that I know they printed these with the person that I print most of my stuff with, and he is insane.
wow.
Wild shit. So yeah, like you're gonna run your finger over that, and it's gonna be all textured and stuff. It's gonna be nuts.
I mean, I'm just imagining the Curse of Cleaver County, the one that was like 3D or
Yeah, I think they're
whatever.
the same person too. I think, yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was like something similar to that, but like more.
I've never seen one that detailed though. That looks nuts. That amount of like blood foil is crazy.
Well, here's the other thing. If you guys don't know like where this Dredful thing is coming from, check this out. So we're talking about the Dredful trio. The series is called the Dredful 3. And the first issue was we talked about it a few months ago, I think, and people are starting to get the all the books in right now, and that's what this series is from. Well, check this out. So coming up in a couple of weeks, let's see here if I go to the creative project, Sveta is doing issue number 2. So here's issue number 2. Go to the Kickstarter if you guys want. Actually, let me do this. Let me go down here. There should be a thing to share it, right? Well, let me do this. So this is issue number 2. And if you hit the little thing that says, I've already hit it, but it says notify me when to launch. This is issue number 2 that's coming out. If you don't know what it's about, it's like a anthology style horror series, and the Dredful 3 or the Dredful trio, I mean, are like the storytellers, kind of like, you know, like Cain and Abel and the horror, was that like the old school EC horror stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the movie Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Yep. Like multiple short stories.
Yep. And so what they do each comic is there's 3 stories, and it's like different
3
artists,
writers,
creators doing weird things. It can be short, it can be long. It's super cool. And I think it's going to take off. I think that there's no doubt in my mind we're going to see this series end up at like Dark Horse or Image or Oni, you know, after they're out of the Kickstarter phase, and it's just going to continue. I could see the Dredful trio being like a big IP, you know, moving forward, which is super cool for Sveta. I hope it happens, but it's also super cool for us because we love to collect this stuff, you know. And anyways, yeah, like the Crypt Keeper, Derek, exactly. So make sure you guys go hit the thing to be notified for this. And basically, they did a variant at Monster Palooza this week where Adam is actually at right now. And this is the variant they offered there. The link is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. If you use the promo code Beyond10, you guys can get 10% off. So shout out. And it's only going to last, I believe, for the night. I'm not sure. And then you guys can also get, there's only 300. So I don't know how many he put up tonight. He maybe only put up 50. You know, the other 250 could be at the con.
I would go grab it.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. So, and then he also
around, it's basically 2 covers too. Like it's a wraparound, but it's basically just 2 pieces of art, you know, like that's.
And I like how he decided to do this after the first issue was sent out to everybody. So the Kickstarters got theirs first, right? That's super cool. So
it's also a big book if you haven't seen it and like had it. It's a thick book. There's a few stories. It's really well put together. When it comes, you feel how heavy that book is. So for $40, you can't go wrong with that book.
This is the Austin Gregory one. He also put this one up.
So. It's not just a paper, by the way. It's a spot foil spot gloss. The main one, not even this one.
Yeah,
the wraparound one is a spot foil spot gloss. So it's not even just a paper for $40. Look at the description.
Yeah.
Yep. Spot foil, spot gloss.
Oh, nice.
That's
there you
$40 for that, limited 300. Like that's
Yeah,
I got a
think-
couple. I already
Hey,
got a couple.
hey, can we say that Sveta is becoming a premier cover artist in this game? I think she's
I
getting
wouldn't even
close.
say becoming. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah, well, she's starting to get to the mass audience too now with 2 DC covers with the Zatanna and the Batgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, so it's gonna get her to a bigger audience as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's cool, and I love the fact that creators are able to crowdfund their books and, you know, kind of test the waters. You know, Mark did that. Mark was the first person I remember seeing that happen, where, okay, I'm going to test the waters with my idea and with my art and see how it works out, and then a publisher is going to pick it up. I'm sure it happened before that. I'm sure publishers had played that, but Mark was the first one I remember doing that. And then I've seen multiple artists. Maybe Jay Stevens might have been the first one. I might mistake on that. Maybe it was Jay Stevens that I first saw do that with Ownings, where he took his IP and did that, and that's what made me find Mark. So like the crowdfunding effort is super cool, and you know, there's a lot of creators that are doing that. We had T.S. Luther on from The Digger on Wednesday night, which is super cool. Him and the guy from Invader Comics, Mike Perkins, which is The Digger seems like really good series. I've read the first 3 issues. The final issue, number 4, is coming out. Make sure you guys check it out. Great story, amazing art. Check out Wednesday night. But anyways, one of the things that we talked about with them is how cool it is that the crowdfunding effort is there and it's able to be used. And yeah, shout out to TS who's in the chat. How cool it is to utilize that effort to not only introduce something but also follow on to that, right? Like you can do, you know, we see James Tynan doing the card set for Exquisite Corpses. Fucking such a good idea, you know. And you know, Davis, you've got one coming out too with Sweet Death. We've talked about Sweet Death before.
Yeah.
You know, I remember you first telling me about the series. I'm lucky enough to have seen the art and the script, and I think it's fucking awesome. And that's the cool part to me, is that you have the ability to do these Kickstarters, to test it out, test the waters, and go, okay, maybe this is something else. And
Yeah.
I mean, you've got one coming out this week. You're going to drop, all right? So
Yeah, on Wednesday.
if you guys don't know, we've talked about Sweet Death on here before, but I'd be remiss not to talk about the Sveta Shubina cover that is coming to Sweet Death.
This is the reveal, by the way. This is the first time anyone's seen it.
Look at that.
Oh,
dude.
nice.
This is
That's beautiful.
This is one of the covers that we're dropping on Wednesday. So I've been trying to work with Sveta for a while now, and Adam finally made it happen. And I couldn't be happier that it's for my book. You know, like that's a good feeling. But yeah, so dropping on Wednesday. There's going to actually be. I think we're coming here on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
And doing like me and Will are going to be on here.
So there you guys go. Another announcement. Davis and Will are going to hang out Wednesday night to debut the Kickstarter. So
yeah. So there's also going to be like we have trade and version foil of this one, but we also wanted it to have like an opportunity for like Sveta diehards. So for the first, like, I think it's 48 hours, there's going to be a medal of this, is the plan right now. So, and that's like, it'll only be available the first couple of days. So that'll be a cool thing.
Wow.
You say couple days, but
like it's not going to be sold out. Good try.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Kickstarter. It's a early bird thing. Like it's not a drop. It's on Kickstarter.
okay.
I thought you were dropping it. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
It's Kickstarter.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay. So it's not just like a
which
limited number.
by the way, a lot of fans out there are like breathing a sigh of relief because they're like, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
So guess what? You can get this one if you're an
No, you
early
can.
bird. If you follow Beyond Wednesdays and hang out with us Wednesday night, you'll get one if you want.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
really
Oh,
fucking
wait,
cool.
Before we go on, did we give our our warning, like a shill warning or something like that? Like
No.
scrolling across the bottom of the screen?
No, I mean, if you're like, trust me, you guys, the Beyond Wednesdays official shill of Beyond Wednesdays shirts are coming, you guys. So be ready.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you want to show the Will? Because nobody's seen the Wheeljack cover either.
Well,
He
that's
might
what I
have
was
shown
gonna
it on one
say. I've actually, I want to say I saw another cover out recently, other than these two, and I wanted to talk about the other covers because all we have seen is this and the ash can, and then there's this.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is Will's cover for it. So he's gonna have 2 covers. We did the Ashcan cover was initially meant to just be like for the Ashcan, but people have like, because it was a free giveaway, the Ashcan was, so it was like he's gonna change it quite a bit, but because that's kind of become like the image that people have kind of come to know it for, he's repainting it and doing some different stuff, different sky, different items, whatever. So there's gonna be a repaint of the Ashcan cover, and then this is gonna be like the unlockable, like the rarer cover, if you will. So
nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then I think this might be Will's best cover. That background is crazy.
That's beautiful.
There was a pool yacht cover I saw too. Right?
Yeah, we announced Godtail today and Cedric pool yacht yesterday.
Oh my gosh, dude! So
how many covers are you doing, Davis?
It ended up being more than expected because it's only
and you got every big name so far.
Yeah, it was yeah. So that's Simone's cover. That's like the main cover. That's the interior artist Simone, who's fucking great. Amazing. We got so lucky finding Simone. His interiors are crazy. So that's his like main cover, and then Cedric. This is actually Cedric's idea. With all the artists, I didn't really give any direction. I was pretty much just like, the way we're kind of approaching this is like she's like an assassin that travels, the galaxy, right? So it's kind of like treating it like Battle Beast, where like she could at any point used any weapon against any kind of being on any planet. So like draw whatever you want to draw that you think would be cool. Give her a spear if you want. Put her on the moon. I don't like, do whatever. And Cedric was like, "Can I do a heavy metal homage?" And I was like, "Go for it." So this was like fully Cedric's idea. Yeah, and then Godtail did the zombie thing, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah, I love this.
Wow.
I love this. I love the way the zombies are like all the blood everywhere and how the blood's coming out of the zombies, and the Godtail. I've really fallen I've fallen in love with Godtail's art over the last couple months, ever since MegaCon, and I feel like this is a little bit different than when we see of Godtail normally, and it's right up my alley. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's I looked up getting commission from Godtail like 2 years ago, and it was expensive back then. I can only imagine what it's like now.
Yeah, he's blown up this last year for sure.
Yeah.
But it was cool just because this was similar to Cedric, was just, what do you want to draw? And he wanted to draw zombies. So yeah, and then I drew a cover that we haven't revealed yet. And then is that everything? We have
that's the old school Ashcan.
So that's the cover that's getting redone technically, because we wanted to keep this version for the Ashcan, because like it's like the mini Ashcan, these guys. So we wanted to make this one. Oh, Will's in the chat. There you go. So he is repainting that one a bit so that it's similar, but like different for everyone who got the Ashcan, so that version is for the people who got the Ashcan. And then he's gonna have the cover that you just showed. And then the Sveta, the Godtail, the Cedric. I have my cover, and I think my cover is the last one to be revealed, except for we have one unlockable that we won't show until it gets unlocked, assuming it gets unlocked.
There we go. Well, the Kickstarter launches Wednesday, you guys. Primo Comics is asking when the Kickstarter launch. That'll be Wednesday, and you guys can join us Wednesday night for that launch. So that'll be
we're gonna launch it. We're gonna launch it a little bit earlier in the day, because we're gonna launch it. I'm gonna do a Whatnot stream, and then we're gonna come on, and me and Will are gonna hang out and like go over all the options and stuff. Because we have again, this was meant to be kind of a smaller thing, because we are doing San Diego. So the reason, we'll get more into it on Wednesday's stream, but we didn't want to we didn't want to debut it at San Diego, because most of the covers that drop at San Diego are going to be hard to get, I imagine, or they're going to be different retailers are going to be selling them. Most people aren't going to read it, and I want people to read this book. We want it to be very apparent that this is not a variant play. We're just trying to make money off of covers here. We put a lot of time and effort into the interiors. We're really happy with the story, so we want to do Kickstarter for readers, and we're only doing it for 15 days, which is I know that's not normal for Kickstarter sense, but we were I like the idea of it being faster and punchier. And then it'll ship before San Diego, and then there will be a wave of San Diego exclusives.
Nice. Is there going to be easy option, buy all covers?
There is a God pack that's pretty steeply discounted. Yeah, so there's going to be an early bird There's going to be an early bird option as well that has like the two. Will has an early bird and Sveta has an early bird, and then there's like the God Pack with both those early birds at a discount. So if you want like the whole shebang, then you can get that on the first day.
It's gonna be crazy, man. It's
gonna take my money, Davis.
Again.
Yeah, I'm pumped,
Shut up and take my money.
Seriously, just take my money like it's coming.
I'm pumped, man.
I mean, with just all the artists that you've already like kind of named out, it's like kind of like.
Dude, wait till you
I'm
the
gonna buy
San
that one.
Diego, the artists that people have gotten for San Diego books is I'm dude, and it's like I got a sketch from one of them the other day, and it's so wild, like seeing like you know what I mean, like seeing sketches to get approval for this character. It's such a wild thing. But yeah, I'm excited. It's exciting every time. And me and Will will talk on Wednesday about the story and kind of what it is and everything, go over all that. But we're excited, man. We're excited.
Yeah, I think that San Diego is going to be crazy this year, like in a good way. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Look at that! Shout out to Hood. Look how Hood's got Stephen Castle.
What's up, baby? How about them Spurs, bro?
There he goes.
Got him, bro. Got those OKC.
I'm so happy, bro. Now I can be happy about whoever wins the finals. I'm good with. And in hockey, I'm a little bummed, but I'm gonna and Chad Cape's gonna be pissed. I'm gonna root for Las Vegas. I hope Marner wins a cup. I like Mitch Marner and of course Jack Eichel, American hockey player. But it's cool. Look at that. Hood and Stein are excited right now. Stein, I don't know if you guys saw the Hot 10 last night, but Stein was rocking the old school David Robinson jersey. Brought the guns out for the show. So.
Bro, I'll let you know if I'm going to make it Wednesday night. I might be going to game 1 of the finals, bro.
You know what, bro?
Shit.
I've talked to a couple people that are going to be trying to go to the finals in both cities. So you might be going to game 1, and I think Mazza said he's going to try to go to game 1 in New York.
Shit.
So, yeah, bro.
I bet the tickets are going to be cheaper in San Antonio than in New York, because I heard like
New York is
like,
different, man.
New York isn't like New York already like 6 figures or some shit
the
like
way
that?
the way New Yorkers will celebrate, they'll kill somebody. Yay, we won.
Chuck says, do you still have your hockey light set up? I don't know if people can see this, but right there above the Royal Guard, right next to the Deftones poster, is a light that is usually behind the goalie in a hockey arena. And I have it set up on Wi-Fi that whenever the Rangers score, it goes off. And of course, the Rangers are not in the playoffs. So
that's cool, though.
Right?
It's true. It's true, bro. Like they've got so much police and security. Like if New York wins, they're gonna tear the city up. It's gonna be a full blackout. Like it's gonna be awful, dude.
Hey, Hood.
Because they don't know how to act, dude.
Yeah, I know. They haven't won a championship in a while. Hey, Hood. I haven't had a chance to hear you say mama about this yet. So have you seen the book that we dropped tonight? So we dropped links, you guys, obviously they're in the chat, but we dropped links to these books.
I saw the Sveta.
Did you see this one?
We showed that one on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was great.
So there's that one. And then you saw this one. Look how, by the way, we haven't talked about the background. I love the old school moon art with the craters in it, and fantastic.
I'm gonna call this the ice cream cover, bro.
Yep.
Bro.
She sent 2 sketches, and it was very hard to pick. What one of them is like her. It's a little bit more planetary. She's kind of got the gun to the side. It's very kind of like almost like James Bondish. But I thought this one feels like she's floating through space. Kind of felt like the right move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great cover.
The hair kind of floating, you know what I mean? Like, God, she's so good.
And
this is actually the first. She's fast too when she. Oh God.
This is the Will Jack Hood.
Mama.
There it is.
There it is.
Coochie coochie. Mama overload. Overload, mama. Me go to overload.
So Wednesday night, you guys check the link in the live chat. I'm going to show for it a couple of times during the show, so you guys can pick those up. There's only 300 available of the Sveta Haunted Buns cover. Only 100 sets of the Austin Gregory, and then the Sweet Death stuff will be Wednesday night, you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is that Will Jack? Hey, what's up, Will?
That's Will Jack,
going on, man?
Hanging out. Good dude. All right. I think it's time to get into...
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your
Doesn't Will live
comic
in
book drama, because these dudes, goofy-ass dudes.
Let's go!
Into the into the into the
But let's get down to business.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
There's
a background.
What leaves?
So we'd be remiss because I haven't had a chance to talk about with any of you guys about the Mike Mayhew stuff. And I have to bring it up just a little bit with the chat tonight and with you guys on the panel. Mike Mayhew crash out was epic. I mean, really, really interesting to watch. I feel for the guy. I really hope that it isn't caused by something that he's been like, he's gotten some bad news lately, or he's been screwed by a retailer or by a publisher or something. I hope it isn't something like that that's caused that, and that's kind of the way I'm leaning. But to see that happen and how amazing the comics world is right now, especially for retailers and both creators and retailers, to see that kind of thing happen was very interesting to me. And we reached out to him early on when he put up the post, and I said, hey man, I'd love to have you come on the industry show. And he said, I'm sorry man, I don't have the time, but I appreciate it. And then the thing that was surprising to me is that he seemed to spend the whole show in the chat. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't have time, but I can chat with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
His hypocrisy knows no bounds.
Yeah. He would have come off like, again, and this is what I want to continue to say, and this is for retailers out there, creators out there, anybody out there. You catch more flies with honey, and no matter what, and you're going to create better relationships. Your life is going to be better if you're just not, you don't come off as an asshole. It's just the way it is. And some people have to come off as an asshole sometimes, and I get it. But when you do it, the best thing to do is to reach out to somebody that like has your back or that you respect as a friend, and that you can say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Walk me off a ledge. That's the first thing that I would do. Because I feel like if he would have came out and just said, hey, I'm backing off a little bit. I want to spend more time with the fam. I want to, take over my own, legacy and do everything through my website from now on. And I'm not going to be at as much cons, but you can find me on Whatnot and eBay Live and on my website. And I'm going to be, contacting you through social media, keeping with the fans, because your fans are everything. And dude, he was on one that night, and you could tell he was pissed about something. And it was like real time watching a crash dummy test at a car manufacturer, like it was really crazy, and Kevin, what were your thoughts on it? Did you happen to watch it?
Yeah, I was here and I was in the chat and I was trying, like you had shared the link and we kept trying to repost it to him in case he didn't see it. Cause I even said to him, like, you would do better if you spoke it. I think even just trying to type your points, you might be making good points, but they're getting lost in just text, because I think some of the points get lost in just the written word, and he just wasn't having it, and he was ignoring it, and B. Selden and everybody was trying to share it. Alex, like everybody's like, here's the link, go on, and he just let it go and kept flapping at the gums. And I feel like he's turning so many people off that maybe he has a handful of big spenders, so he feels like that'll sustain him. But when that goes away, he's going to be looking for all those people that he lost, and from what I've seen in the Whatnot streams, they're not going great. They're not, some books are selling for way less than he thinks they're supposed to go for. So at some point you got to realize it's a loss.
That's interesting.
I mean, so his like weird, like cryptic messages with money dollar signs on his covers aren't selling for like the high dollar he thought.
Did he sell those?
I don't know.
I'm sure he did.
One he thought was $300, and I saw go for 75. I
one that he like. You talking about one of the ones that he like wrote on?
Yeah, he wrote on, and he had put like on Instagram that he'd be selling the next day on Whatnot. It only went for like 75, less than $100, and I think he was trying to get 3 for it. And whoever got it, he was like, great deal. But I think you can start to see people are getting bitter to him, and just
what was the chat
the
like?
Rhetoric.
Like, was it people were like in on the joke, or were they kind of like weird about it?
It was sort of both. There were the diehards that were just like, go Mike, we're with you, support you. But then the other side of like, what happened? Like, you'll never get my dollar again. And that sentiment was more than the other ones. Like, you know, I also think
at
people
this-
bought books just out of curiosity. Like, I'm going to buy one in case he does like crash out and fall off a ledge. Like, I got one of those books. Like, who knows? But, you know,
I'm more interested in his fake money. Of like
the money with his face on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that like after all these years, especially me and you, like starting around the same time with Brian, like you would think like on a pod and you see someone like crashing out like that of Mayhew's stature or something like, but like that type of stuff doesn't like phase me, and I know it doesn't phase Brian or Yi or any of the crap we've had to put up with for the last couple of months with some idiots or whatever. Like we're so like mentally tough and battle tested, like that shit, like it's nothing. Like I think Mike Mayhew would have made more of a statement if he would have just had it like an eye roll emoji.
Yeah.
And could have made that whole thing go away. But the fact that you kept in on it and in on it and in on it, like if customer service and taking care of your fans and enjoying the hobby, like as a creator, like if that's not in your world, like get out of here.
Right.
Like you were at one time a great artist, but like to feed your negative energy and just pump it in there and on somebody's pod for like, to me, I would say send me the link and let's talk about it and give me an opportunity to give you my side, because sometimes some of that is taken out of context. But for you to just nonstop just go in there, and he was misspelling words, he was angry, and like, man, that's a lot of hostility, you know, to come like 100 million miles away just to hit up a Beyond Wednesday's industry show. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. And like, yeah, everybody's got a story, everybody's got problems, everybody, like, really, like that's the type of energy you want to put into a hobby this fun? Like it just blows my mind, dude.
It kind of surprised me that he would also burn the bridge of like saying like, "Oh, I'm never gonna make a con appearance again." Blah,
Just
blah, blah.
got
Like,
a
just burning all
first
these, like just burning all these bridges, right? Like it would make more. Like that doesn't make sense to me because like he's gonna burn so many bridges that he's gonna eventually have to show back up at a con again, and then if you're a promoter for that show, like booking artists and stuff like that, do you really want to book someone that's like, "Oh, I didn't need you," and then it's like kind of like, "Oh, now I need you."
The thing with that is like there you got to always have your eggs in a few baskets, and you can have all of them in one basket as long as the other baskets exist. Like I only do stuff on my Whatnot. I don't do website stuff or any of that kind of stuff. I don't do booths. I just like to have it all in one place because that's just where my people are. And I could try and diversify. I prefer not to, right? If Whatnot goes down, you know, God forbid, then I have the following on Instagram. I can do the website, I could do conventions. I could pivot, but like by doing the Whatnot thing, but then also saying like things about retailers or conventions, it's almost like you're getting rid of those baskets. So that way, if anything ever happens, now it's tough to go back to those baskets because you burned them a little bit, you know. That's I think the major misstep that he had was like.
I also feel like if he would have massaged his statement a little better, he could have gotten his point across.
Yeah,
said what he needed to say, but still protected. If he would have said, "Hey, I'm going to take a year off from cons. I got to spend time with my family, but I'll still be around. You could come right to me. I'm going to sell what I need to do," and not try and like make it like this rallying cry, which I know in his mind, I'm forward thinking and I'm thinking for the future and I'm going to bring everyone with me. Well, when you're kind of running the race and nobody's with you because you're going the wrong way, you kind of got to go, maybe I need to restart. If he would have just said, "Hey, I want to take a year off. I'm not going to do conventions. That's for other people. I got to spend time with my family, but I'll be on Whatnot. You could buy directly from me." I don't think anybody would have turned an eye to it. You would have been like, "All right, cool. You got to respect that." But when he's like, "Creators, you're being abused, and trust me, I don't need anybody." Like everybody needs somebody. And when you kind of think you can do it by yourself, where like somebody even said in our chat, "Well, you need Whatnot. Like Whatnot's your vehicle. So already you're relying on something else." And like you just said, Davis, if Whatnot goes away, what does he got? Like he's now burnt all the bridges.
Well, I
It sounds
said,
like he needs electricity still, though, too.
Right.
No,
It brought up the electricity too.
if nobody's talking about you, right, and then you go and do this, then they're talking about you. People just might jump into his a whatnot stream just to see what the fuck he'll say. You know what I mean? And then
he
he'll
had
move some
higher
books.
viewership on that next show. I'm
Right.
sure it was up a bit. I mean,
So
and
if
the
he
thing
sells a
is-
ton of books on the next whatnot, like, is he an asshole or is he a genius?
well, I think the thing is too, the statement originally wasn't a bad statement. It was the reaction afterwards. Because and I also think that it was just the wrong place to put it. Because he's telling artists, you don't have to go to conventions if you don't like doing them. That was my thing. It's because you saw Dan Panosian, who commented and was like, I personally like going to them. I enjoy the energy. I enjoy talking to fans. And Mike's response to Dan was like, if you just stay home and work on sketch covers, you can make way more money. It's like Dan's comment was about that he likes going to them and he likes interacting with fans. And you're going to then say, you should stay home and work. And it's kind of like read the room in the sense of what he's saying. If you don't enjoy going to conventions, you don't have to. If you don't enjoy working with retailers, you don't have to. You can do this yourself. If you read it from that light, it's not a bad statement, right? It's just the wrong vehicle, the wrong way of delivering the statement. Just talk to artists. This also feels like a one-on-one conversation with artists if you're trying to sway artists. But if it's if you hate going to conventions, you hate traveling, you hate being away from your family, and you don't like dealing with retailers, just don't do it. Right. That feels like the statement. But instead he's Dan Panosian's I like going to them, and he's trying to convince Dan not to like going to them.
Yeah, that was the weird part. Yeah. Very interesting.
It's not your opinion. It works for you, but it's trying to then sway other people. And then when he started telling people you're not a real, when he in the comments getting argumentative is where I think things really kind of went south for him. But I feel again, the original idea of what he was saying isn't wrong per se. If it's not working for you, you don't have to do it. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to work for a retailer. That's empowering the artist is what the original message, that's the crux of the original message, right? And that's not a bad way to empower artists. You know what I mean? But it was totally. It just went a little sideways, and then it went super sideways as it went,
Yeah. This was I thought this was funny. This was him talking about his next sale that he's already had on whatnot that Kevin was talking about.
Yo, Jimmy. Hey, I hope you had a good weekend, buddy.
I had an awesome weekend.
Did you guys get in the pool?
Oh, yeah.
I did. I bet I barbecued.
Oh, yeah.
I barbecued some ribeyes, some chicken drumsticks. Look at all these goodies I got. I've been busy with covers, so, this is all I can muster.
That's freaking
But
awesome.
this is something, we make history
Great
every
cover,
year in Mike
great
May's
Baroness.
studio.
Yeah.
And this is something I thought we'd offer the fans.
Oh, God, this is so cool.
So my girlfriend got me these, and I was like, okay, great. She got me these for my birthday. It came out of something, and I was like, I would rather have something I could use. But, well, let's see. Because she's mad she doesn't have a Chanel handbag. And so I've got $20, $100 bill here. Some of them are fancy cigs. We'll go through them. I got 10 with the regular cigs. I'm going to say $100 each on these. Or, do your magic there, Jimmy. And then look at the quotes. More money, more problems. Give me the loot.
Wait, he's charging $100?
Fancy cigs.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he wanted $100 a piece for him, dude.
Wow.
Jesus,
that's funny.
Some dude was calling me. People.
Yeah, hold on. Look at what he's writing on them. Give me the loot.
Six, comic book Jesus. That's what some dude was calling me.
Some dude.
I'd pay $100 to put
out,
FU
crashing.
Red Hood. I'd fucking buy one.
Mike is crazy. Greed is good. Did you see that one up here? Greed is good. I am a god.
See, but hey, dude, maybe it's a what do you call it? A trope? Or what's the word?
Yeah,
a troll. He's trolling us.
Troll. And
It could
like
be marketing.
a reverse.
It could be really smart marketing. I mean,
he's doing the whole bizarro shit. You
how
know,
many comments did this get?
Oh, is he doing the wrestling thing where he's turning heel?
He's the fucking reverse Flash, bro.
It only has a
It's
couple
getting
comments.
good traction.
It only has a couple comments, which is surprising, dude.
No, you can click the plus at the bottom. Click the plus at the
right
bottom.
here. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Is there more?
No, that's
Is that
it,
it?
bro.
Oh wow.
No, it doesn't
So
seem like a lot.
that makes
unless
me
he
think
deleted-
that his fans are like, fuck off. You know, like
Yeah,
Or unless he deleted a bunch of negative shit that was on there.
I did hear that he was doing that. I mean, again, it's just I had a few people. I mean, as soon as that post went up, I talked to like 3 people about it. I got 3 calls that were like, "Did you see that Mike Mayhew post?" You know what I mean? And the first thing I said to all of them was like, "I've heard the sentiment of what he's saying in private conversations with artists, not to the degree of I'm not doing them, but like a lot of artists are changing their mindset and doing their own. Like, look at Will. Will is doing his own. He used to do stuff for all these retailers. Now he's dropping stuff on his own website. The idea of that is sound. It's just the delivery of the idea is where things were.
He said here, so somebody posted and they tagged CGC on this. CGC, are you guys aware of this BS he is doing? I was going to send books to his signings. You might want to talk to him maybe. And Mike responded, Pablo, please call and complain about me to them. I submit 300 to 400 books a week to CGC, so I'm sure your missing order hurts a lot compared to the thousands of dollars in business I give them in a week out of the years.
300 to 400 a week feels like maybe not.
That seems like
That seems like a lot of books.
Who's buying all those signed books that he's going to CGC?
I mean, 300 to 400. Like,
this is what he's doing, bro.
Hopefully, I hope the best for this man. I hope he is submitting that many and he's doing that well. But 300 to 400 feels crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
bro,
God.
this is what he's doing, dude. He's gone heel, bro.
Yeah, he's
like,
gone. Dude, that's
evidently
why
nobody was buying his books when he was being a Mr. Nice guy.
He's in his Razor
He's
Ramon.
gone heel, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
People always call me.
You know, let me tell you,
so I'll let him
Floyd Mayweather was one of my favorite fighters. Pretty Boy Floyd, but he made no money being Pretty Boy Floyd. The minute he became Money Mayweather, he made money.
That's true. Like, if that's what this could be that he's like, this could be the smartest move in the world. He could just be, I'm going to make
We're
myself
onto
the
you,
villain.
Mike. Good job.
He makes himself the villain, then fuck it, you know. Like, people, and he's a great artist. I like his covers a lot. So like, if he spins it to being almost like a wrestling personality, that'd be kind of funny to have like a guy who has like a bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking Mike Mayhew. I would respect that. That's what it ended up being.
I'm a Mike Mayhew fan of his art. Go look at his shit when he first started. Go look at his Vampirilla covers. Like, that was a bad motherfucker, bro. He was doing Mama covers before people knew what Mama covers were.
Oh yeah, the Mystique. Yeah. Some of the Mary Jane covers from the ASM run.
And then he started doing shoe variants. That was his downfall.
Yeah, this is the professional wrestling 101. He's playing the heel perfectly. Yeah, you're right. It might be a wrestling.
The minute he put the money out there and started signing the money, oh, bro, it's a troll.
That's what it ends up being. Respect, because that's actually that's a swing right there. Like, I'm coming out the gates and I'm gonna make myself a whole new personality. Like, respect.
Have you guys?
Man, and if he does a wrestling entrance into a con now,
that would be
like,
he comes in with the belt.
like coming from the rafters or something, like anything.
Takes out Clayton
fireworks,
starts slamming his variants on the ground like a beer, just throws them on the ground, steps on
bro,
them.
he gets a chair. He gets a chair.
Like,
hits other artists in the back.
Clayton Crane has got that new like 2-level, like Clayton Crane's at like that two-story booth now. Comes from the top of that.
Comes off the top of it.
Clayton Crane.
Yeah, him and Creighton Clay.
It was funny how he brought up. I think he brought up Clayton in the chat, right? And like, dude, holy cow, bro! Like, you are fucking everything you say. It's just like, do not say that. Oh, he's not gonna.
It kind of feels like he is playing the heel now that we're talking about it. It kind of does.
I would be worried, like, if he went somewhere at a con and he was just putting an X for his name. Then you've gone all the way crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. This is crazy, and we've talked about stolen comics, stolen cards on Drama Alert quite often. And this is a crazy situation that's going on in the world of Lego. I want to ask you guys, if you handed a comic shop $200,000 worth of key comics to sell on consignment and ownership changed of the comic shop, how confident are you guys that you get your books or money back?
Oof.
Right?
Depends on how long that store has been there.
Bro, check this out. This is crazy. So the reason I found out about this is through Charlie, aka Penguin Zero, one of the biggest YouTubers.
I did see this.
Dude, this is crazy.
Just got up first thing in the morning, and I hop online and see that there's even more new wild information in regards to this bricks and minifigs Lego scandal that I've been glued to for the last like 48 hours. I know I've already made 2 videos covering it because it is just developing so fast with so much insanity to it. It's hard for me to resist yapping about it. And now the former owner of the bricks and minifigs that kind of kicked off this entire thing, the Powder Keg, has come forward to give her side of things, and she provides some evidence that is damning to bricks and minifigs. This corporation is just downright evil, it seems. It's like fucking Umbrella Corps. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just released a T-virus to distract us from all of their shady dealings in the Lego community. Now,
Have you guys ever heard of bricks and minifigs in the Lego community at all?
I've never heard of penguins. He's got 18 million.
I've never heard of
subs.
penguin.
18 million
I've never heard of
subs,
penguin.
bro.
That's funny.
So
More
bricks
critical, baby.
and Minifigs is a franchise chain that specializes in buying and selling Lego products. Right? Think of it as like Lego's equivalent of a comic shop, game store.
Are they the one at
collect-
every convention?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen
They
them.
buy used collections from the public. They sell them. They're known for selling like retired Lego sets and all kinds of stuff you can trade in for store credit. The Lego world is huge, bro. Like if you guys think comics is crazy, like Legos is up there in the world of like card craziness, I think. You know what I mean? So for Lego collectors, like Bricks and Minifix fills that role of the local comic shop. For us.
Are they the ones that bought it?
Yes, bro. So check this out.
Oh no!
Real quick before diving in, I want to put something positive on your radar for anyone out there looking to upgrade their PC. At Starforge, we're doing a big...
I'm not a fan of Starforge, but here we go.
In the lore,
Dude,
these
what
were
is
the
this
2
dude, a
previous
Kardashian,
owners of the bricks
bro?
and minifigs
18
were...
million?
He's just a big YouTuber, just a really big YouTuber.
He's one of the biggest
Oh, okay.
YouTubers on the platform. Yeah. So here we go.
He's got a cool
I didn't know
comic
that.
too.
Yeah. He does. He's got a really cool comic book. God.
Really?
Is it God? It's called God
God
something.
Punch or
God
something?
Punch. Yes. God Punch. Really, really
Okay.
good. Yeah. So here we go.
Bricks and
He's a real
Minifigs
one.
And then Reckless Ben.
by Brian and our
The upgrade, now's the time. There's a link to that in the description.
Lego franchise and our life.
By the way, I'm not against Starforge, but I'm more for Meta. As I think it's Meta PC out here in Phoenix. Check them out.
savings, along with a
Are
giant
these
collection inside the
frickin-
store, which
Yeah.
was owned
these
by
people that
Brian
sold the
Mansell's
collection?
father.
Yeah, this is the people that sold the collection. Yeah.
Okay.
Along with a giant collection inside the store, which was owned by Brian Mansell's father, was taken by Bricks and Minifigs.
And then Reckless
So Bricks and Minifigs bought a store that they sold to that store their collection of Star Wars Legos, a $200,000 collection to this store. And then the store sold to Bricks and Minifigs and became a Bricks and Minifig store. And they're not getting their money back.
Ben made a great documentary about it, and it has blown up.
And that's the biggest part about all this is that this guy, this Reckless Ben guy, made this documentary about it, and that's how everybody found out about it. So if you guys go check that out, check out Reckless Ben's thing.
And you up to speed on the lore, these were the 2 previous owners of the bricks and minifigs, where Brian took his father's lifelong collection of Legos, valued at roughly $200,000 worth of Legos. He brought it to this facility, this store, this bricks and minifigs that was owned by them. They took it on with the consignment, and then they, the owners, made the decision that they were going to be leaving the country, and thus they were going to look for a seller for it. But Bricks and Minifigs corporate came in and kind of immediately kicked them out. Came in there, gave them the titty twister, and said, "Beat it, scum. Get out of here. Get out of town. You're not welcome." And they have on video Crystal here talking about like, hey, we have this big inventory and this consignment. What's going to happen with this? And on video, they confirm that they are going to be taking on all of that, including the consignment. They say that directly. So they were basically kicked out of their store, and they give a lot of information on that, and it seems like they were very unjustly excommunicado here from the John Wick Continental. And when Bricks and Minifigs swooped in here, these corporate zombies refused to give Brian his Legos back, and they still haven't paid for it, despite having his entire inventory and actively promoting and selling that inventory, even though, again, they haven't paid for it, and they were refusing to return it to him, even though under contract it is still Brian's Legos. They're just saying now, we don't do consignment, so that is all moot. What you've got there is Nothing.
That's fucking crazy.
That's interesting because like if you buy a shop and they don't disclose that some of their inventory is on consignment, like has that been brought up? Like did
Exactly.
Did they say that was the case or anything? I'm curious about that because that's like, is it shady on the original shop owner by not disclosing that, or because if I bought a collection, I mean, I wouldn't treat it that way. If I bought a collection and someone came to me, I would go to the original guy and be like, "Here's your collection back, give me my money back," and it'd be a little bit easier. But if I bought a collection for 20 G's and then someone came to me and be like, "Hey, half of that was mine," he was selling it to me on consignment, I'd be like, well, shit, man. Like, how am I supposed to know?
So
it's just
Bricks,
about how you react to that, but that's fucking rough.
The crazy thing is that Bricks and Minifix are franchise stores, right? So those people that we first saw obviously were the owners of that franchise. And then they, I guess, went on, I don't know what happened. Somebody's gonna have to explain this to me, but I believe they went on a vacation or something, or decided to close down, and the Bricks and Minifigs were gonna take over. I don't understand that one yet. I have to look more into that. But it was placed with the Bricks and Minifigs franchise store under a consignment arrangement, right? And then when the ownership changed, the dispute arose over what or who actually owned the collection. And the family that owned the collection, that says the collection was effectively taken from them, and that they haven't been able to recover it, and they're already starting to sell it, which is fucking crazy. And the collection is worth around $200,000. And that's the problem with the consignment thing, is like Bricks and Minifig is saying, hey, even though this franchise store has a consignment thing, our rules are no consignment. So you're not getting your shit.
So they're saying that the original owners of that franchise, Bricks and Minifigs, was not supposed to do that in the first place?
Yes, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's more on the original owners that sold the franchise.
A little bit, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit both.
The only person that really loses is the people that sold. Like, it's still fucked, obviously, for the people that sold them the collection. But like, it sounds like it's more on that guy. Especially if they weren't allowed to do it, then that probably means, like, I wonder how much that becomes. Like, if they had a contract, it's fraudulent because they weren't supposed to do it in the first place.
Well, they say, the family says that there was like really poor documentation and inventory controls, obviously, right? They had signed agreements. Well, they didn't have signed agreements. That's the problem right there. Like, if I don't have a signed agreement, I'm not going to hand over a 6-figure collection, right? It should have super detailed inventory, like something like that. The franchise that's the store / franchise that's handling it, you know, that property that belonged to a consignor, if it was sold or anything like that, or treated as store inventory without the authorization of the franchise, that's going to be a major problem.
Well, they're saying in the chat that they are allowed to co-sign or consign.
Somebody in the chat said they had a signed agreement and it was fully inventoried, so they knew
that's the case,
what was there, because that's a different conversation.
Okay. That's I don't want to say that's good because it's bad all around.
Yeah.
But that's at least that makes it a little less messy.
Fucking crazy, bro.
That is crazy. They were taking to court and lost. They owned.
Yeah.
Some around the store, closed shops. Yeah. God.
Original owners showed the franchise agreement where it showed consignment is allowed. Oof. Oh my gosh, bro. So, but you know, shout out to Scott in the chat, aka shout out to the crew behind Nephi Wars. He says no detailed contract. Wow, and that is something that's very interesting. Even in the comic world, most things don't happen without a contract. With a contract in the comic world, in the collectible world, and I don't care who
or without.
With a contract.
Yeah,
it usually happens without. And that is a major problem. Retailer exclusives, usually no fucking contract, right? For the most part, in this comic game.
With Marvel and DC, you sign.
Yeah,
obviously.
with the big ones, but not the other ones. It's, you know, it's usually a you know, what do they call that? A gentleman's agreement, you know, that type of thing.
For the most part, yeah.
So fucking nightmare, bro. Absolute nightmare. And again, that goes into we got to remember, and we've talked about this before. If there's ways that you can get a contract in there, get a contract in there. Just if it's something simple, whatever, dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure that you're good to go. Especially if you're handing over anything with value of $200,000. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Also, contract 101, make sure that when you sign, they sign too, because if you just get something signed by that person, but you don't sign it, or you sign it, but they don't sign it, it's really not an agreement.
Yeah.
And that trips a lot of people up too, where it's like, yeah, I signed something, but if they didn't sign it and you don't have a copy, like that's an agreement, then they can kind of weasel out of it. So,
I mean, kind of, at least the good thing with the comic community is that it's so tight knit and everything is so reputation based that, like, for example, if I were to go to an artist and be like, do a cover for me for, you know, Exquisite Corpses, and I just didn't pay them, as soon as that artist is like, I didn't get paid from Davis Rider Comics, I'm done. So it's like, at least in this community, it's like the weasels work themselves out, right? You look at, there's been people that have come and gone pretty quickly when they're scamming, and it's like you kind of showed your true colors, and you get worked out pretty quickly in that sense, which is at least good for our hobby for the most part. You know, for the most part.
Here's another interesting thing. We've been talking about the Cartier West, not piggybanks.com craziness with piggy banks and Boston Card Hunter, and there is a new development in the case. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, if you're following this or not, but Boston Card Hunter is getting called out by not piggy banks, aka Cartier West, for defamation in a major way. I don't know what you call this, defamation, whatever it is. It deserves an apology from Boston Card Hunter to Cartier West, a public apology on video, everything. Boston Card Hunter is telling people in the card world and the card industry that Cartier West, aka Piggy Spanks, called his house and threatened to kill his family. This is what he says in the thing that's going around all over on social media. He put out, he's messaging people saying, Spanks called my house and threatened to kill my family. The police are literally watching every single post on IG and tweet. He thinks he was clever blocking caller ID, but they are subpoenaing the phone records, and he is done when they do. And he put this out, and Cartier put out a thing saying, I want an apology from Boston Card Hunter. And this is absolutely crazy. Like some of the craziest stuff that I've seen in a long time. And I really think that there needs to be some more eyes on this. This was something interesting he put out here, that he tagged Paul Lesko, the hobby lawyer, in it, and said, hey, is this considered defamation? Cartier can prove this. And I believe that Boston has kind of pulled back on this as well. Cartier, if you're in the chat, let us know. He's pulled back on this and said that it didn't happen, but this is really crazy.
So now he's saying it didn't happen?
Now he's saying, I believe that it didn't happen. Wow. Yeah. Cartier's in the West. In the chat, he says yes. Now he is saying it didn't happen.
Yeah, and that's, you can't pull back. Like you can't unring a bell, bro, like that.
Yep.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. And this is, by the way, this is from Boston Card Hunter, who started that whole no PSA in May thing and said, don't anybody send any cards to PSA. But he is a paid sponsor for and a paid person. He works for Fanatics. So like, come on, man. This is a little different. Like if you're getting paid by Fanatics, and you're doing all this, you got to be a little bit better about how you handle things. And I hope that there is some type of public reaction to this at some point. Because
I'm also curious if it hit Fanatics level, because you would think they'd be a little concerned that a rep of theirs is out doing this, because that could blow back on Fanatics in every way, shape, or form. You got to be careful with the people you employ, especially if they're going around doing things like this. And as Piggy said in the chat, like it could have really hurt Piggy what he's trying to do. So he is open and should get a full-on apology, not just, oh, sorry, my mistake, when you're calling people out and saying police are involved.
Yeah. So supposedly he said to avoid defamation, he couldn't say I did it, but it was likely me. That's what Piggy Spanks is saying. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. So he doesn't know for sure, and he's throwing it out there. That is fucked up. Yeah,
Crazy.
no, thank you. Yeah, wow,
Well,
absolutely.
if it
crazy.
was somebody else, that means that he's got a lot of enemies, man.
Yeah, got a lot of enemies. Amen, bro. Amen. So, did you guys see this? Stan Lee returns under AI Pact. Elven Labs licenses Marvel Legends voice and likeness. The AI-generated
see
version of the Marvel Legend who died in 2018 can now read books, and users can generate his likeness in comics-inspired visual templates.
Didn't they show this off at LA Comic Con? Like a couple years ago?
I
where
think
you
they
could have
did,
met?
yeah. I don't know if it's the same company, but I remember they did have a hologram of, you could get a picture with Stan or like type thing, a hologram or something, right?
Yeah.
There was something weird. But I liked how Key Collectors put this up. And then shout out to Nick. He said, it's reminiscent of the Stan Lee blood signature controversy. And I want to ask you guys if you remember this.
Yeah.
I do.
This is crazy, dude. There was 2 comics that came out back in the day that had Stan Lee's signature stamped on the cover using ink containing his blood because he was already
What?
dead.
It was his idea to do the Kiss blood when Marvel did the Kiss comic book, you know. So
Yeah.
I like that idea. Now, what happened here is not chill, but the
No.
idea
Yeah.
of stamped
Right.
with their blood, because it's like they take a little bit of blood, they mix it in. Like, it's not, the idea is just interesting. It's really just for shock value, but this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after he's gone. It looks
Yeah.
so bad, dude.
Because it was like, it wasn't even like, you didn't even have a moment to breathe before he died. It was like right after he died, it was available.
Oh, this was like right after he passed away?
Yeah, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
within a month or something like that. It was kind of
And
sickening.
See, the thing is, if there was proof that he had the idea, that'd be kind of a cool like thing. Like right after I passed, release this thing. If it was like an idea of his, be kind of sick.
Well,
now what actually happened
don't-
was fucking crazy.
I don't think that was the case.
No, that was
too.
not the case. That was not the case.
No, it was like he was on his deathbed. They were getting his blood to do
Which
this.
is
or
fucking
some shit like
nuts.
Bro,
Yeah.
the problem is that, and I could be mistaken on this, but it says here in April 2018, news broke that a former business associate of Stan's allegedly presented forged documents to Mr. Lee's personal nurse that gave permission to draw his blood. And I believe that might have been the same guy who's in prison right now over taking advantage of Stan and all the fake, or not the fake stuff, but all the signed stuff that he has. That he was like the guy pushing, and most retailers who have been in the game a long time, I know like Jesse and Dennis and like longtime retailers know who that guy is. We've talked about him here on the channel before, but I don't know if he was the same guy that got the blood drawn. But if it is, that makes it even fucking worse. You know what I mean? So fucking crazy, dude. Absolutely. But here's the thing.
Just
What
this
about
horrible
these-
vision of Stan in bed, like bedridden, unable to move,
bro.
and some nurse that's taking care of him is drawing his blood because this guy's saying, "Oh, it's okay," and here's the paperwork. This was his idea, and like, talk
Yeah,
about
he can't
exploiting.
probably talk. He might be
Yeah.
comatose.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, what the fuck, dude?
unreal.
And but here's the scary thing. I wonder what these books sell for. Do you think people still buy these books?
I think so. Unfortunately, the controversy probably made them more expensive, right?
Yes.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Which is really sad. This was
But there is a
interesting.
cool blood signature with the Tony Hawk skateboard. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, with Tony
That's
being
pretty
still
heavy.
around. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. AI craziness continues in this world. I think we've talked about this before. I think AI is coming in comics no matter what. It's a freight train that you can't stop. You just need to figure out how to keep it in control, to reroute it, to utilize it correctly. Because you're not going to be able to keep it away. And this was another scary post that came out that a lot of people have been talking about this week from a creator that was scammed by an AI artist. So here we go.
Let's take a look at the video my artist sent me to confirm that their work is not AI. So there's something very wrong with this progress video. At first, it looks like the line work is kind of making sense. and then they switch,
hell is that?
and they just start erasing to an already pre-rendered picture. So as you can see, the picture is in the background, and
So this is what we've talked about on here before, where
They didn't
like,
do a good job lying.
yeah, they're not showing you anything. They're just taking. They made a brush that makes it like whatever they use the brush on, it shows the background, and it makes it look like they're actually drawing it.
Erasing a solid white layer to
Yeah.
reveal the art underneath.
Exactly. Like, and people are going to
Crazy.
get taken advantage of this way.
visible. So yes, I have undoubtedly fallen victim to an AI scam, and they are refusing to give me my money back. So I'm doing my best to get other artists to back me up. If you can also provide some feedback, that would help out, and I'm going to PayPal to try and claim my refund.
So just be careful out there, you guys. Like, this is the type of thing that can happen to you now, where like
so ridiculous.
It is so ridiculous, because you would think like, okay, I understand how Photoshop or these drawing platforms work, but if you're just a writer, maybe you don't, and you're just trying to hire somebody to do your art. Like, people are gonna
trying to gaslight into being like, look at my process, and it's like, man, you are the fastest artist alive if that's your process. You just drew that. Damn, you are good, huh? Like,
is it weird that they don't name the artist though? Like the whole thing, it's an AI artist, but she doesn't say, I thought I was dealing with whoever. Like, is this also, and again, I'm not making any accusations, but it just seems weird that if you have this receipt of a person, why don't you put the person's name out there? Like,
because if you're trying to get views and you're trying to build your you make up a story. Davis Ryder ripped me off.
Whoa,
man, how many of you?
You know what?
I'm just saying. Come on, baby.
An example.
You heard it here first. We've heard a lot tonight.
Okay.
Brian McClay's
Now you're in the
to
hot
me.
seat.
Oh man, look, Davis turned his camera off. He's like, that's not really
I'm
Davis
sorry.
Ryder.
I was-
That's AI.
No, but you guys know what I mean.
Totally.
right?
Yes.
Bro, come on, you're squeaky.
Yeah, they're
But
gonna
look-
take
No,
advantage
you're
of
squeaky,
it.
dude.
Oh,
You know?
You're the nicest guy, bro.
I am surprised that she wouldn't call him out.
Right. That's what's weird to me about that video. When I saw it, I'm like, and even some of the first comments, nobody like, well, who was this person?
Right, I'm gonna call
you're going to
PayPal.
PayPal, right? To claim what? Who did you pay?
Probably went on like Fiverr. You know what I mean? She
I'm
probably
gonna go
Yeah, I
with
was
the
gonna say it
com-
was probably someone on
Right.
Fiverr.
yeah.
Call Commissioner Gordon.
Put the AI signal in the sky.
My God.
Yeah.
Like by now, like we're all got a trained eye. If it's too good to be true, it could be AI, bro.
So,
You
final
know?
thing I want to talk about on Drama Alert tonight is a little interesting, because Hood, I think you saw it. I don't know if anybody else on the panel has seen Mandalorian. I don't want to ruin anything.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
I
I'll
saw
ruin it.
I saw this post by Rob Liefeld that says, "Man, Disney is getting kicked in the nuts left and right, and I am on record as enjoying this one." And it talks about the amount of money that Mandalorian is losing. They've only done 6.5 million on its second Friday, which is a 70% drop from its opening day, which is crazy.
I think this could have been easily released on Disney Plus,
Yes.
but they wouldn't have had the backing and the funding for the special effects that they wanted to use.
I liked it.
I get it, and I thought there was some cool Easter eggs in there, especially with
tons of throwbacks.
Yeah, tons of throwbacks. But I kind of wanted more. So hopefully this is their way of stepping back into it. But sometimes you
didn't
just
feel
gotta
like
take a fucking chance, man. And when past this woke stuff and all this PC, just make fucking Star Wars. Just make a Star Wars movie.
It didn't feel like they tried to push any agenda.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like they tried. This just felt like Star Wars to me. I liked it quite a bit. I didn't have any issues with it.
I agree with all that, but it still didn't feel like a Star Wars movie release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know about your
think-
theater.
How much of that do you think is because we've been watching it as like if they came out with a boys movie, would it automatically be like this? Just feels like a longer episode because your brain, when you see that character, is trained. Because I went into it being told it feels like a long episode. It feels like a finale. And honestly, I personally didn't feel that way. I was like, I think I went into it with low expectations, which helped a lot. Like usually when you go in with low expectations and it's pretty good, you feel even better about it. So I think I benefited from that. But I wonder how much of our brains are just tuned because we've seen for how many years now? 8 years, 6 years? How long we've seen these characters on your TV to see it on the big screen? Is it like, you know what I mean?
But I didn't feel like it was a I didn't feel like it was a Star Wars movie release because I could have bought a seat all day at any given time and a comfortable seat without having to sit at the very front row.
Yeah,
like
back in the day, dude,
up.
Star Wars movies were sold
The
out.
bigger crime was the marketing. The marketing was terrible.
I'll be right
They
back.
didn't have it everywhere. And you know what's crazy too is I saw somebody posting I saw a long post about this on Twitter. You know when like Entertainment Weekly comes out with like new, reveal, like a picture from the set or like a screen grab or whatever. It's like new look at Mandalorian and Grogu. Every single one that they used was like flat, plain looking, kind of boring outside shot of them somewhere. And it didn't look very cinematic. It just felt like very like people kept comparing it to like Honda commercials. It just looked like plain, not super cinematic, not super cool. And then I feel like in the actual movie, not to get into it and spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, they go a lot of cool looking places and the cinematography is pretty nice. Like there's some spots where you're like, oh shit, like this feels like neon and like all kinds of cool lighting and different settings. Like I think they did a really good job, but they didn't show any of that in any trailer. Look, every trailer looked like it was the fucking TV show.
Did you like the soundtrack? I thought the soundtrack was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it was
I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so that was different. I was digging that.
It kind of had like a 80s kind of like sci-fi kind of vibe.
Right. But it still overall felt like a Star Wars soundtrack still.
It did, yeah.
Like,
you can tell that the person like tried, maybe he started with like a Star Wars and then kind of leaned to that. But yeah, like that like there's like the scene where they're coming through the clouds and like the planet where it's like kind of greenish and like the lighting in the ship was everything was greenish. And I was like, see, like, why is that not what they're showing pictures of? Every picture was like just them out in the open walking around in daylight. It wasn't super cool. Show the cinematography. Like it's clear to me that this was made by what's his name? Happy Hogan. What's the director?
Oh, Favreau.
Yeah. He made this movie, and I feel like he made an effort to like let's have the cinematography take a step up because the whole show was shot on the volume.
See, that's why I feel they did the movie.
Yeah, like every season was shot on the volume on that big screen thing. I'm sure you guys have all seen that. This feels like they didn't. This feels like they shot it in real locations, or maybe like they made a step to try and make it not feel like it was shot on the volume. And I don't think they did a good enough job marketing that it looks. It's a pretty looking film for most of the movie. Like it looks really nice. So
I took my two nieces. They're 6 years old. They're twins. They loved it.
There was an 8-year-old next to me that was losing his goddamn mind. He was loving
especially
it.
when the Anaconda came out, bro. That white fucking Anaconda, bro. That scared the shit out of me, dude.
That thing is pretty cool. And I will say, the only time I have not been bummed about someone talking in a movie. This kid was chatting it up, and I was liking because I'm like, this kid's having the time of his life. I
Isn't
love
that
seeing
cool?
this.
Yeah.
But
So many young kids don't know what Star Wars is, and this is their Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I think the marketing is what killed this movie. It doesn't feel like it was everywhere. A Star Wars movie, usually you can't fucking escape it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when
Whatever
Force Awakens
fast
came
food
out,
restaurant you're going to, it has like some sort of like Happy Meal or whatever.
there was not enough Grogu
there was
anywhere the
nothing
last
for
month.
it.
Like Grogu should have been everywhere.
I also
last
feel
3 months.
like when Wicked came out, everything was green. Like for Wicked, Target, everything. Like you had Grogu, you have this character that's so iconic and people adore. You could have done so much with him. And I also feel like the advertising was in the wrong place because who watches terrestrial network TV anymore? Like the few times I'd have it on, I'd see it, but on social media or on like ads on the streamings, like it wasn't there. My YouTube feed didn't have it. Like I felt like they put the marketing dollars in the wrong spot.
It feels like they marketed it as if it was a TV show. They did a decent amount of marketing for it if it was coming to Disney Plus. But like, I only saw the one trailer, and I remember they put out like a clip on Twitter, and all I saw was people dogging on it because they were like, "Why is this like a Honda commercial?" And it was a scene in the movie that I was like, "This scene looks like a Honda commercial," and it's one of the only ones that looks like
Right,
that.
that
Almost
looks
every
like
other
that.
scene is like beautiful. Like it's a good looking movie, and for some reason, it's like they self-sabotage. Like we're gonna
I
put
hate
this clip out. It's like it was like the one, you know, in the trailer they show it, so that's not spoiling anything. There's like a ice whatever. It's like, okay, so that setting is all white. There's no cinematography. It's just white snow. It doesn't look cool. When there's like 5 other planets they go to that are crazy looking, and I didn't see a single clip or anything from any of those. It's like, goddamn, dude, like market your
I will
movie
say
better.
the perspective of the walkers was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I thought that took me back to Empire Strikes Back. That was pretty amazing.
That's
You
a
can
good.
tell
That's
that
a good
they
thing to
love-
hit for nostalgia for a Star Wars
Yeah.
fans.
Right.
You can
And then
tell
they had
that-
some of
Oh,
the
dude,
toys,
it's-
dude, that
it's
they
heavy in
didn't release
nostalgia,
show
like-
in the movies that were like mini rig toys, like
Yeah.
from the Empire and stuff like that. They had a couple of Easter eggs they showed them, and that was pretty cool.
That's what I mean. Like all of what I'm saying is to say that it does feel like they actually gave a shit. John Favreau and Dave Filoni, like it
I
feels like
trust
those
Dave
guys love
Filoni and
Star
John
Wars.
Favreau. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they love Star Wars, and you can tell that they love Star Wars in this movie, and it's just like, God, it's such a bummer that it's almost like Thunderbolts didn't do that well. Even
I
though
know.
Thunderbolts felt like a good Marvel movie that should have got more love.
Mhm.
Same thing here, where it's like it didn't get the marketing it deserved, it didn't get the push, and people aren't going, and it's like good movie that isn't going to make the money that it should have made.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
best
also
Star Wars movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a
no,
fun
it's
movie.
no Rogue One.
I feel like
yeah.
they missed an opportunity too.
No
Because
Rogue One.
for the comic world, like if they would have put a comic when you went to the movie, because you know how many of the new comics had Grogu and Mandalorian covers, but nobody cared.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I would see them in retail shops on walls. We would see them in Luna. I'd be like, oh, I'll get a couple. I'm like, Star Wars is probably the coldest comic property in the world, right?
It
Like
is.
nobody
It
was
is.
looking at that book, and it's
Bro,
just
I
like
got a
how-
collection of the entire run of Star Wars. I'm not selling that anytime soon. This is
No.
gonna sell for shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose 3x what I paid for it.
Yep.
yeah, and it's just like you could have
found
this
the last
great
issue.
moment. What did you?
And I found the last issue, and I've been looking for that for forever, and it was like the cheapest I had ever seen it, where it was just $10. I was
Yeah.
like, kind of like, that's a no brainer for me.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
I feel like they marketed the malt show almost more than this movie.
Yes,
I
they have,
say-
especially in comics. Yeah.
Next year
Yeah.
is 50 years anniversary of Star Wars, right? 5/25/77.
Where's the
And,
celebration
and
gonna
like
be?
today, Lucas's ex-wife, right, passed away.
Oh, really?
Marsha
Today?
Lucas.
Oh, did she?
Wow.
I didn't hear that.
She is
He's opening a
she-
museum too. I don't know if you saw
She
that.
is the reason for a lot of the best
Mhm.
moments in Star Wars. Marshall
The
Lucas.
editing.
Yep.
Oh, that's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did see that she passed away. I didn't realize that was his ex-wife. That is, she like won an Oscar for it, I think, right? Like she, yeah.
She
That
was
is
the reason
crazy,
that
man.
Empire was so
Bummer.
good.
Bummer.
Yeah. All right, let's let our boy David Lee Roth sing us out.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
You just told me he didn't get to talk about his drama, so we're gonna save it for next week. So
Oh man.
yeah, I'm gonna save it. All right. Shout out to Bella's Comics for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. For anybody who hasn't seen it at the beginning of the show, we did drop the link to these special variants. These are the Sveta Shubina Dredful 3 issue 1 Haunted Buns variants that you could really only get at Pasadena this weekend at Monster Palooza. But because Sveta and Adam are such big supporters of the channel, and I wanted to give you guys something back, he put some up on the website. There's only 300 printing run of these. If you use the promo code BEYOND10, you'll get 10% off on the entire, I believe the entire site at SvetaShubinas.com right now. So it's probably pretty smart to utilize that. Sveta also put up these. These are the Austin Gregory Dredful 3 issue number 1 gore covers. They're embossed spot foil. Absolutely beautiful by a new artist, new to me, Austin Gregory, and it's gorgeous. This is a great IP in my opinion. I love the Halloween trio. And they also have a Kickstarter available coming for issue number 2. Everybody's getting their issue number 1s in the mail right now. Whoever ordered the Dredful 3 issue number 1, you guys are getting those in the mail, and they've been freaking gorgeous. We went through a bunch of people's posts on them. So if you guys want to get issue number 2, which is going to be beautiful, again, really cool anthology horror series, 3 different creators writing, 3 different creators doing art, and really, really cool. So make sure you guys go hit the notify me as soon as it goes live, which will be shortly. Look at that. That's badass. Vince Locke is doing art for issue number 2. Like, how badass is that? So make sure you guys go
for
check it
anybody
out.
who hasn't seen the Dredful 3s, we get so wrapped up in the covers, but the inside is really beautiful too. And the art on the inside, it's really a great story. Like the way they put it together is like a pulp anthology story. It's just, if you got it, read it.
I couldn't agree more, bro. I mean, beautiful stuff. And shout out to Big Clutch, who got, I believe this is his first ever writing credit in a comic for this story right here, which is awesome. Really, really cool story. And then, of course, 3 other stories. I mean, just beautiful stuff, all told to you from the Halloween trio as your guides in the series, which is really cool. So make sure you guys go check it out. Link is in the chat, pinned in the chat. And then, of course, Wednesday night we'll be celebrating the launch of the Sweet Death Kickstarter, which also has a beautiful Sveta Shubina variant that's going to be available in that Kickstarter. And that'll be Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. The Sweet Death Kickstarter will launch. Of course, Will Jack and Davis doing the writing on that. And Simone, how do you say the last name?
Simone Ragazzoni.
Simone Ragazzoni doing the art, which is absolutely beautiful in this.
That's a great name, man.
Yeah. Isn't that a cool name? Simone Ragazzoni.
I would love to have him on, but he does not speak English. Does not speak English.
Yeah. That's okay.
He speaks comic book.
He speaks
comic book.
Damn right.
I understand that.
He does very well.
But, I mean, before we know it, we're gonna have like a wait list of all these like creators trying to get on our shows before we know it, right?
I hope so. Yeah, man. If I can open up
dude.
the world to more cool creators, I'm
Who would have
down,
thought
dude.
Robert Kirkman, dude? It was fucking
That's crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm so
man.
mad my computer was crashing that night.
It was
like,
fun, dude. It was
for-
really cool.
Dude,
Shout
I
out
was
to Robert.
starstruck, bro. It
Yeah.
was like,
It was funny because we talked about Transformers, and like we were talking like nostalgia. Who's your favorite Transformer? Who's your favorite G.I. Joe? And one of the things that got brought up was how cool the Jetfire toy was when we were kids. And then I saw this post about Jetfire, and it said exactly what I was talking about in the show. Check this out.
This isn't just a Transformer. It's a toy Hasbro had to hide. In Japan, never got to own. In 1982, Japanese designer Shoji Kawamori created the VF-1S Super Valkyrie for Takatoku Toys, one of the most complex transforming toys ever attempted. Hasbro licensed it for their 1985 lineup and dropped it straight into Transformers.
Just seeing that box with the figure in there and the styrofoam takes me back to 1985 or 86 or whatever when I first saw it.
Expensive at the time, too.
Oh, bro. Unreal.
I was at EliteCon today, and someone had Gen 1 Soundwave today in the box, and I was just like, oh my god.
I heard
how much?
I heard
575 575 he had it.
Really?
Still in the
Was
box.
the-
Yeah.
Was the box jacked up or what?
No, it was in good shape. That collectible room was
You
was
should have
crazy.
bought it, dude.
You know, I was just like, oh man, it was pretty. I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you tomorrow. Right, if it's still
I
there,
heard
if you
there was a
didn't sell it.
lot of really cool toys and like comics at Elite today. Jeff Mazza talked to me before the show, which reminds
Yeah, I
me, you
saw him
guys,
running around.
go to dynamicforces.com. If you guys want to get the Jae Lee one too, I'm going to shill for them also. You guys can use the code Wednesday to get 10% off of the Jae Lee variant. But anyways, I was talking to Jeff Mazza today, and he said he went to Elite, and he said he saw so many cool G.I. Joes there that he's never seen anywhere else. Saw a lot of the India variants. And he said it was very hard not to buy expensive toys at the con. So here we go.
Very true.
Takatoku went bankrupt. Rival company Bandai absorbed the mold. Now Hasbro had a Transformer built on a toy owned by Takara's biggest competitor. So Jetfire was never actually released in Japan. The cartoon couldn't even show him. They redesigned the character, renamed him Skyfire, and buried the whole thing. Fun fact, the early releases have a Macross UN space logo either painted directly on the wing or applied as a sticker. Mine doesn't have it, but I wish it did. And that sticker or paint, that would be the earliest and rarest variant.
Isn't that badass? Look how dope that thing looks,
That's
dude.
so crazy.
Later on, Hasbro Pressings blunted the nose cone and dropped the logo completely. These freaking armor pieces are a pain in the buttocks to put on. But he did come with a full red clip-on armor for the arms, legs, and booster backpack.
Now here's the part that I loved about this figure.
All 5 weapons combined into one. And the thing that made him unlike any other Transformer at the time. And this guy isn't a triple changer like Astro Train, but it does have 3 modes. Jet, Robot, my favorite, Gerwalk. The half-jet, half-walking stance straight out of Macross. No other figure in the line did that.
Isn't that sick, bro? You guys remember that? Did you guys ever play with Jetfire and do this with Jetfire? I totally did.
Complete, armor intact, no broken clip tabs. That's the dream. Not everyone has one like that, though.
I never had
Mine-
that. I always wanted it.
Such a beautiful figure, dude. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love the connection with Macross and all that stuff. Just beautiful. And
See, that was a perfect video. You know?
I need to give
That's
him
how you
credit.
do it.
Steve Wee's Playhouse on IG. Let's give him a follow.
Yeah,
Steve
that was good
Wee's
stuff.
Playhouse. Stephen Dupuis. So Steve Wee's Playhouse.
Send him a link.
Bro, I wish I could, dude. Look, he's got the mask. My favorite mask toy was that old 57 Chevy. He's got the Muscle Men. Are you kidding me? You guys, hold on.
Bro.
Let's give this guy a proper shout out. Here you go. Link is in the chat. Show him some
Mama!
love. Look at all these toys, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at this, bro.
Bro, he's killing it, dude.
Yeah. So really,
Do you have
really
any
cool.
Star Wars on there?
I don't see any, but he's got everything else, bro. He's got the Brazil wetsuit, the Mission Brazil wetsuit, which is such a tough figure. Love that shit, dude.
What year did that come out,
Nostalgia.
Brian?
89
90?
maybe? 89? I'm not sure what year. 89, I would say. 88. Yeah, man. Look at all these, dude. So great. Just beautiful toys. Nostalgia. The Satan figure, right? Ninja Satan was the name of this red Storm.
Yeah, we
Shadow
talked about
figure.
that. We
Yep.
talked about that.
Yeah. All the cool different Storm Shadow designs. Shout out to Black Major. Another great G.I. Joe, custom G.I. Joe figure that actually just opened up. He said he's available for retailers. If retailers want to buy retailer packs from Black Major now, you can, which is super cool. So make sure you guys go check out Black Major. Hey, Hood, did you see this? Sanford Green.
Wow.
This is from a Kickstarter, Blackenstein by David F. Walker. And this is the Sanford Green variant. Very Absolute Batman-esque.
It's definitely an absolute Batman. Do you not remember when you pulled this up a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that caused them to do something because I had the link up when we were watching that night, and I was like, I'm going to get a couple copies of this because it's fucking awesome. It already ended, but it was like in the add-on phase or whatever, so you could like add on after. And then the next, it was like months after it ended at that point. And then the next morning, I went to go get it, and everything was taken down. So I wonder if people that were watching that night bought some, and they were like, "Holy shit!" They weren't expecting it or something. But
I don't think I ever got a chance to show Hood this, and I wish I
So
would have
good.
showed it to you when they were so you could get one. Man, that's so cool.
Mhm.
Very Absolute Batman-esque.
Sanford Green to me is like he's in my top 10.
Yeah.
I love his art. It's amazing.
Yeah. There was some interesting books out this week on FOC. I'm just going to go over a couple of them. I don't want to go over all of them, but make sure you guys go check out Billy, economicsandcomics.com. He does the best FOC video, in my opinion, out there, and you guys can pick up all those at Billy's site. Also, shout out to our boy Lefteros at Cover Price that does a really good job with all of that. And we're going to get into FOC right after we talk about Elite Comics 11 with this guy who just got back from the show. I heard the show was pretty fucking good, dude. I heard it was very excellent. Shout out to John,
Yeah.
aka Heroes Reborn. How'd it go, bro?
It's pretty awesome, brother. Second year of them doing this show. It's bigger and better. Their selection of dealers just keep getting better. Everybody's bringing the heat, awesome books, and the crowd is really good. And people are there to no nonsense, just straight up. I'm there looking for this X, Y, and Z, and you can see everything from Golden Age, huge. I mean, Kev was there. You can see huge display of Golden Age, which I love to see. I love that you can go to a comic show and it's not just exclusives and stuff like that. This is not like and again, there's nothing wrong with exclusives in New York City Comic Con and all that stuff, but this is like really just hardcore comic books from Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze. Lots of key books, lots of great deals, and the dealers there are all really, really reasonable.
So are you ready,
can
John?
legit-
Are you ready for a Knicks Spurs finals, my friend?
Coming
We're
for
gonna
you,
have.
bro.
Do we have a bet? We got a bet going on here.
We got an alien coming for you, bro.
Five games.
Knicks in
it's
five?
gonna be disclosure day for you,
Knicks in
bro.
5.
It's gonna be disclosure. The alien's coming for you, bro.
Knicks in
It's gonna be
5.
disclosure day, baby.
This is how the Spur fans are gonna be. Amputees.
Ah, my
Amputee
favorite
love.
book, Amputee Love. That's
this
my
was,
favorite book.
I picked this up on Friday after setup. I was walking around and I saw some interesting books. And as soon as I saw this, I think we talked about this book so many times over some time, and I was just like, and such a beautiful copy too, which I was a little surprised. Usually these Last Gas books are a little weathered, and this one
Yeah.
is really sharp.
Yeah.
And
So what's
if you
the
wanna-
bet
if you-
between you guys? Can we get a friendly bet going on
Sure.
here?
Let's get a bet. Come on.
What do we want the bet to be? If there's anybody that has a good friendly bet between Hood and John that we can do for the finals, of course.
I got a bet.
All right.
Okay, let's hear it.
$1. Gentleman's bet. $1. Like
$1.
trading places, dude.
I like it. I like it. But
Okay.
you have to give it in person. So that means you guys have to meet up at a con this year to give it in person, and we got to be there. So it's forcing both of you guys to meet us at either New York Comic Con or San Diego this year. You guys,
I think the loser should have to wear the other team's shirt too.
Yes.
So like if the Knicks win, Hood's got to wear a Knicks shirt when he pays the dollar.
Yes.
I ain't got no problem wearing a Knicks shirt. I like
Okay,
the
there you go.
Knicks.
All right. Well,
I'm a big Jalen
I think
Brunson
it'll
fan.
I burn John
Makes
a
it
little
hard.
more.
And John will tell you, like, I would text John last year when the Knicks were making their run, and I was like, "Are you watching the Knicks game right now?" I
Yeah.
love the Knicks. Don't
Okay.
get me
Yeah.
wrong, but man, I love my Spurs. So,
Okay.
yeah, and it's going to be a war.
It's
It's going
huge,
to be a
man.
war, dude.
So tell us more about Elite. What was your biggest surprise at the show this year? Did you get a chance to walk around at all?
Yeah, I mean, well, I did most of my walking around on Friday, just to because some of the dealers I do see either at New York Comic Con or King Con in Jersey. These are guys that actually travel out to New York frequently. It's good. It's a good area for them. That's why they come all the way out here. But I think the biggest surprise, well, not even surprise, just the thing that it's really a pleasure to see is just so many really awesome people. You can like I was trying to explain. Somebody gave me a quick interview today, and they asked me just to tell them about the show and stuff. And I just said, the kind of people that come to Comic Cons, obviously the comic community, collectors. This is our version of like being at a club. You know what I mean? The music on the floor is conversation about books. You don't need, like, you ever go to a Comic Con, you don't need background music. You don't need somebody to be playing a soundtrack. Our conversation is the music. Our conversation keeps the flow of the floor alive and really energetic. And I mean, you see it like when you guys come to the booth, we can sit there and talk. And if we don't pay attention, like half a day can go by and nothing will get done. Like nobody will get signatures. You won't get things that me and Yi, when we walked around at MegaCon, Like we could have just literally just walked around talking shit about comics while we were walking. And then you eventually said, wait a minute, I gotta go pick up this, or I gotta go that, but it's cool, man. And it's just really cool to see that the energy and all the people that come up for the shows. And this show, I think, is going to be, maybe Kevin can agree with me because he's local to all of these shows out here in New York. This will probably be one of the top 3 Comic Cons within the New York area. And I put New York Comic Con, King Con, and then I would go Elite.
The great thing about Elite too is that it's really for comic lovers. Like it's not cosplay, it's not over and you can except Battle Pope. I was looking for a Battle Pope because of you, Brian. I couldn't find a Battle Pope, but everything, I know, but basically any book that you want, somebody has. And John's table always had people in front of it. He had Mark Spears books. He had a bunch of Absolute Batman stuff. And there was always people all over.
That's just another thing. Quick shout out to Mark. He sent me for every purchase I made during his eBay live sale, he sent me a t-shirt with each purchase. And so eventually I just told him, just give me any size so I can just use them as giveaways, because basically I own all of the t-shirts he ever made, like in duplicates.
Right.
So I said, just give me different sizes and I'll use them as giveaways. Since you're giving them to me for free for buying books, I'll pay it forward and give it to the fans that buy his books at the show. And so I got a lot of pictures to send you guys, so that if you want to use it in the the next following shows, just to go over the show. I didn't want to send it today because today was I'm not even kidding, it was really friggin' busy. And I figured tomorrow, hopefully we get some more, a big crowd again, and I can get more pictures. But I got lots of pictures of guys' displays, their walls, some really red hot books that were out there. And the really refreshing thing is, though, these type of shows are not focused around exclusives. You're not there seeing people waiting on endless lines just to buy an exclusive. Everybody's legit buying legit books. And again, I'm not saying exclusives are illegitimate books. What I'm saying is that it's really just about, hey, I came here to buy, whether it's a Fantastic Four #5 or some kind of a Golden Age book, or even a modern book. Listen, my cousin was set up at the table with me today, and I think, Kev, you took a little peek on his wall, right? He had everything you can imagine that was the hottest anything of Absolute, Batman. He had all the signed Quintana books. He had all of the Man books, but everything. And he had a whole bunch of stuff from Scott Snyder, because he was heavily involved in that Scott Snyder Whatnot sale. So he had all of that stuff, and he just made a killing, man. He did really well, and I was really happy for him. And but it was cool because I advertised a little bit. A lot of people DM'd me asking me if I can put books on the side. I was like, dude, I don't do that. I said, first come, first to pay. It's yours. If I put a book on the side and you don't show up, then it's stupid.
Right.
But a lot of people came for that new stuff too, man. And like I said, it's refreshing to see collectors come to a Comic-Con without any kind of exclusives, no lines, and no artist alley, no waiting all day. People, So,
how many fist fights in the parking lot?
It wasn't one.
0.
CGC was there taking submissions. That was probably the biggest line, was people for the CGC on-site drop-off. People were that was the longest line for anything.
I wish I had a chance. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to try to run off to where they have a separate showroom, which is in another building. Am I right? For the collectibles.
I was up there. It's a collectible space. And some people have comics there too, but there's comics and collectibles there.
Yeah, vintage toys. I heard video games, Pokemon, or lots of the the Magic the Gathering or whatever stuff. And so I'd like to take a peek in there, because I'm probably like Jeff. I love to see vintage 3 3/4 G.I. Joe on cards from anywhere. I love to see Transformers, or anything that's just vintage, anything that's nostalgic to my childhood. And I heard there was a lot of it there. Dude, I was so busy, I just didn't have time. Yeah. But
there was a guy who had a bunch of superpowers on cards still.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I said, the guy had the Soundwave. A buddy of mine bought a 1988 Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street doll. That's cool. The 18-inch one. I mean, it was they had some really cool stuff there.
Well, I want to get into FOC real quick. There are some books that I want to key in on FOC this week. Starting off with this one, Amazing Spider-Man 32 Bermejo. Look at how good this is. That's fucking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Is this the issue 1000?
what's that?
No, that's not the issue 1000, right?
No,
When
no,
is
no,
issue-
no.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
32 Amazing Spider-Man 32. This is the 1 in 100. Now
Mm.
there's a trade dress by the trade dress, but I had to show the Virgin because it's so fucking beautiful. And I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad if you know, like I see a Virgin and I'm like, if it's cheap enough, I would buy this Virgin. You know, I would be okay. You know,
All of these
cash
Bermejos
grab.
are worthy of if you really want to go for it to add to your collection. Bermejo is one that's worth it.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Next,
This is the type of cover that should have been on an issue 1000 though.
Yes,
That-
you're
that
right.
beautiful art like that.
You're right. You're
it
right.
shouldn't be a clown show, you know? Yeah.
This one's interesting. Now,
Oh,
this
wow.
is an artist that I've never heard of, Evgeny Sokolov, and this is from Ripperverse Comics. Shout out to Ripperverse. I know Eric July, a lot of fans of Eric July in the chat. We've been really lucky to have Eric come on the channel and talk about Ripperverse and his thoughts on the comic industry and comic distribution. And they're doing some really interesting things over there. They have Kanan White as their art director over there, who I think is probably one of the top 5 most underrated artists in comics. He's one of my favorite artists in comics, and I know he's doing a lot of work over there at Ripperverse, but he needs to be doing more covers. Shout out to the Nephi Wars crew, who we're going to be talking about at some point on this channel. It's a new IP that's coming, and I know Kanan has done some work for them, which is interesting. And I love Kanan White. He's just, I would love to have him on this channel as well. So, but anyways, this is Evgeny Sokolov. This is the cover C. It's a new series. This is number 2, called the Black Eye Club over at Ripperverse. And I think you can only get these through their online portal, but I'm not sure about that. At some point, it would be nice to have Eric come back on the channel and update us on everything that's going on at Ripperverse. But really, really cool cover right there from Evgeny Sokolov. And there's a couple of books that we'll talk about Evgeny on tonight. This is Capes number 8 on FOC this week. This is the Ito variant for Capes number 8. Now,
damn,
like Ito is really good to where his art, it doesn't have to be the best to be good, I feel like. And I feel like
Badass.
watercolor can be done quickly, and that's a good thing. He does his art very quickly. Ito is something special. I'll say that for sure. There's no doubt about it. But he is, and this will be a drama alert at some point on the channel, but there is some rumors and some talk in the background of his legacy or his reputation being hurt by this exclusive deal that he has with another retailer out there, and said retailer complaining to every publisher that does a variant with Ito. And that is not good, because you wouldn't get beautiful covers like this. This is a cover D variant on Capes with Skybound Image that Ito needs to be doing covers like this. So we've talked about this weird exclusive thing that happens with artists and retailers sometimes that, in my opinion, if I was a retailer, I would never try to sign some artist as exclusive, because it would hurt the artist, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. I could feel indifferent about that, and everybody can have their opinion. But if I'm a creator out there, I'm not going to sign an exclusive with a retailer, because if you're that good to where a retailer is willing to have you do exclusive work for them, another retailer is willing to pay your top fee. So, but this is a beautiful Capes cover. Next, Conan the Barbarian number 32. This is the cover C Crom variant, and I love this. Very, very cool cover right here. And he's done some cool covers, in my opinion, lately. So that's out of, is that out of Titan? Who did that? Yeah, Titan Comics. All right, Corpse Knight number 3. You guys know I love stained glass variants. This Corpse Knight series seems very cool. Shout out to Davis for doing
a lot. It's on Whatnot in general. Like, usually you can kind of tell what, like just what gets asked for is kind of a good indication of how it's doing. And I've gotten asked for this more than most books. People, do you have any cork night? So
Well, let's
seems
be
like-
honest. I mean, you did one of the best covers with Nick Mortensen, Monkey Mouth, who's one of our favorite artists over here on the channel. I think that was a very smart move. That's why we love Davis over here. And this is a very cool series. Image has been putting out some really cool stuff lately. This is one of them. And this is a beautiful 1 in 25 stained glass. This is from another artist we've talked about recently, Nimit Malavia.
Malavia, yeah. You know, he has a 1 in 25 for every issue.
Wow.
And they've revealed all of them besides the last one, because I guess the last one's a spoiler. But they have all the 1 in 25s revealed, so it's like a set.
Beautiful.
Master setting that would be dope.
Yeah, beautiful.
I kept one of the ones from issue 1 when I did the variant.
There's other great covers to this. I thought this was the 1 in 10 was very interesting. Beautiful
like that.
design, right? There was a 1 in 50 that a lot of people are going to love. This is from Baldemar Rivas. Love pulling the arrows out of his back. The B cover is really cool. Very cool.
Yeah. It just lends itself to a lot of cool ideas.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do a
that's cool.
tarot card on it. I feel like a tarot card cover would be really cool with it.
Yeah. James from Hive just joined us. What's up, James? Don't say anything about the con yet. We're going to ask you after FOC. All right. Ollie Garza, you guys. We love Ollie Garza over here. This is a cover that I got to key in on. The rest of the covers are very risque, but the black and white is the best one I can show. This is for a series called Crypt Cuties. It's a cover C Ollie Garza silver screen virgin variant. Very interesting. Yep. So Ollie Garza. This is a series called The Cursed, again from Ripaverse, and this is that Evgeny Sokolov. And look at that cover, you guys. I mean, her face is a little off, but everything else is beautiful about it. I like it. So that's Evgeny Sokolov again. Death Fight Forever, number 5, 1 in 25, Andy Bellinger. And this whole series has been great cover-wise, in my opinion. I haven't read enough of the series to say what the storyline is and the interiors are like, but the covers have been great, and that's a cool cover right there. Next, we have, again, I think tonight's show is a Sveta Shubina show, no doubt about it. And she probably has the best cover of the week next to that Bermejo, maybe even better than the Bermejo, to be honest, especially the Virgin we're about to show you. This is from Devil's Due. This is Devil Due Presents Love Bunny and Mr. Hell number 1. This is part of the 25th anniversary celebration from Devil's Due. Shout out to Josh Blaylock. We love Josh over here. You guys know I gush over his G.I. Joe series. It's my favorite G.I. Joe storyline in comics next to the Energon universe so far. I mean, the Energon universe is got ways to go, but that G.I. Joe series that Devil Due put out back in the early 2000s was, so nostalgia driven for me, and I love it. And this is a series from Tim Seeley that they did early on back in the day at Devil's Due, Love Bunny and Mr. Hell. And beautiful Sveta cover. This is the regular 1 in 10, and then there's a 1 in 25 foil variant Virgin that is just like,
wow.
Yeah. So that's on FOC this week. Next, The Digger, number 4. The outpouring of people that reach out to me saying, hey, where can I find issues 1 and 2 of The Digger after we had TS and Mike on Wednesday was pretty cool. And TS and Mike, if you're listening, I have a couple of people that have really reached out to me to try and find some information about that stuff. So reach out to me if you can. I'd love to hook up some of my viewers. But shout out to Some Devil 22 who just dropped $113 super chat. He says, one more day of Monster Palooza tomorrow. Gotta get my beauty sleep. Thank you so much for the support for Dredful 3 and Sveta. Can't wait for you guys to see what next. So shout out to you, brother.
Oh, is that Adam?
I imagine that might be Adam. I don't know. It could be. It could be. So
that's gotta be Adam.
It's gotta be Adam. That's my boy.
Adam.
Yeah.
If it's not, he's a big fan.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
Adam.
either way, love you,
Especially
brother.
with being 13, 113.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
13. That's gotta be Adam.
Right. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, he says yes, it's Adam.
Yes, it's
so
Adam.
there we go. Love you,
Oh, we know.
brother. Thank you, bro. Thank
Have a
you,
great
bro.
show, Adam. Good luck
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
can't wait to hear about it, bro. And then real quick, shout out to my boy Lord Zero, who we're gonna hopefully hook up for lunch tomorrow. Lord Zero, you like hamburgers? We can do Chili's got a really good hamburger right now that I like, and so does Red Robin. So if any one of those places, let me know if those work for you. But he says, I found Digger number 1 and 2. It's on its way. It's on his website. So there we go. So make sure you guys go check out invadercomics.com. But this is issue number 4 that's going to be out. Sam Gudlin, and I might be saying that wrong, but he's Russian from what I hear. And his art is fantastic in the series. I was so blown away by how good this series was. I read issues 1 through 3 already. Very cool. I love the Central American mythos and all the history there. They go back to the Olmecs, which is fantastic, and really good interior art and great story. So shout out to Sam and TS on this one. Number 4 is on FOC. That is the variant cover. This is the regular cover for it. So make sure you guys pick that up. Next, shout out to Bad Idea. Sienna is going to come on with us sometime in July or June, to talk about what's coming up with Bad Idea. But I love they do these old Masters variants, and this is a new series called Dingaliath and they do this Caravaggio old Masters variant, and who doesn't love to see Caravaggio art on a comic book cover? You know what I mean? Like, if you guys don't know the story of Caravaggio, go check out YouTube. There's a bunch of documentaries on him. Dude was a fucking nut, one of the greatest artists in history. Drank too much, did too many sword duels, lost his life on a beach in a sword duel because he pissed somebody off in Italy sometime. Like, just an amazing character. And this is one of my favorite all-time paintings of him, the head of Medusa. And then he also does a really good one with David and Goliath that's very famous. But if he was here, he would key in on this art history right here. But beautiful, beautiful cover. They do these cool old Masters variants. There's the Caravaggio, and then I think they do another one. This is another old Masters right here by Edmund Kulak. So I'm probably saying that name wrong, but check that out. All right, this is a new series out of Image called The Eye Collector. And it says, in The Eye Collector, an ancient being has its curiosity toward Earth reignited when the humans of the Apollo 10 mission make wishes over the moon. But what is this special creature, and what does it want with our world? Seeing's believing. It caught me when it said Apollo 10 mission, right? And that's a crazy cover. That is the B cover. Look at this. This is the other variant that they have. I love that. I love eyeballs. And then this 1 in 25.
Oh, damn.
That's fucking wicked right there. So, new Image series, number 1. Fantastic Four, number 13. Alex Ross continuing his Marvel Dimensions variants. And that is like...
That is sick.
That's really good.
Doesn't get much better than Alex Ross in that. And we're going to show you another great Alex Ross coming up, but look at that. Fantastic.
And spot foil. Put that in spot foil.
Yep. It's a virgin variant. Doesn't say foil, but hopefully there'll probably be a second print 1 in 25 spot foil for it. Fantastic Four, number 13. This is the 1 in 25 Ken Lashley for that cover. I mean, look how good that is.
Ken Lashley's so good.
One of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the 1 in 25. This is the main cover, and I like the main cover.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're bringing Cosmic Ghost Rider back from the looks of it. I hope they are. But
I hope they bring back Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Such a great character, dude.
Underrated, or kind of thrown to the side, unfortunately.
Yep. Feral number 24, the penultimate issue to the crossover between Feral and Stray Dogs. It's going to go through 25. You guys know I love Tone, Trish, Tony, the whole crew over at Stray Dogs. We all love them. It was such an amazing gift from Clutch and the Feral Stray Dogs crew to do the issue 21 Beyond Wednesdays variant, which you guys can still pick up from the guys here at Beyond Wednesdays. I'll have some available during tomorrow's sale on eBay Live. But this is continues that storyline, and this is the movie variant from Tone Rodriguez, and Tone doesn't get as much credit as he should on this series, so shout out to Tone Rodriguez. And I know Big Leg said he got a really cool sketch from Tone, or got Tone to autograph some stuff at a con this weekend. He might have been at Las Vegas Comic Con. We'll talk about that here in a second with James. But shout out to the Feral crew. And then G.I. Joe Real American Hero. Now this isn't the Skybound series. This is the Larry Hama series that they're continuing, which I love that they do that. And this is the Mooneyham variant for issue number 31 of the Hama Files edition, which they go and reprint the old Larry Hama Marvel stuff. And this is the Mooneyham variant. And I like it. I think it's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Next we have Hornsby and Halo number 14. A couple good covers with this. This 1 in 20 Francis Manapul variant's very cool. Hornsby and Halo was the only Ghost Machine series that I was kind of on the fence about, and I'm getting ready to dive back in. So love that. And then there is a wraparound cover. Is this the wraparound? No, this is a connecting cover. And I love this cover right here by Ivan Rice. Very cool. Next, we have another Alex Ross, Marvel Dimensions. This is Iron Man number 7, Killer. Just great. Alex Ross continuing to show he's the GOAT. Justice League Unlimited number 20. This is De Tomaso variant. Really good. Keep a lookout for that one. Justice League Unlimited number 20. I love stained glass variants. Great, very good Jessica Fong stained glass variant right here. Next, we have our boy Mark Spears. Monsters number 11 is getting ready to come out. I haven't read 11 yet. I'm looking forward to it. I just want more Unholy One, so I'm stoked. I can't wait to read number 11. Mark hung out a little bit after backstage last night after the Hot 10, and it was good talking to him and hearing about what's coming in the Mark Spears universe. Trust me, you guys are going to be really stoked what's coming. But wait until you see some of these variants. This is the cover B. This is the foil variant, Shark Attack foil variant for number 11 of Monsters. Here's the A cover, the Unholy One, and I mean, wow. Yeah, fantastic.
The hands are cool.
Yeah,
that is good. Cool.
Next, we have my favorite, the Uncle Sam. Anytime Mark does anything Uncle Sam, I'm in. You guys know I collect Uncle Sam stuff, and that is really fucking good. So that's the D cover. This is the C cover, another Jaws play, which is fantastic. People are going to love that. I love the trade dress on that. And then this is the E cover, more Monster Balls. I'll take more Monster Balls. Hell yeah. The grossest balls in comics. So that's the E variant. And then look at this, you guys. My favorite. And I love how he did this, you guys. This is a 1 in 66 glow in the dark. And if you know me, you know I love skulls and space. And skulls and astronauts. Like, holy shit. That is good. This is a 1 in 66 glow in the dark. That's going to be a killer on the secondary market. So be ready for that. Marvel, DC, Spider-Man, Superman number 1, third printing, 1 in 50 Adam Hughes variant. And yeah, fantastic. I hope that looks really good in hand. Adam Hughes, Jesus Christ. Send your thoughts and prayers out to Adam Hughes. Send your thoughts and prayers out to Adam Hughes, who is fighting cancer right now. And we want the collective unconsciousness to make sure that Adam Hughes puts out more bangers like this.
There was good news last week that Mike Spicer was cancer free, so hopefully Adam can get some good news. So yeah, that came out last week.
Yeah. This is a new series again. This is out of a company called Midnight Factory. Prophets of Doom. Yee, I wish you were here. This is Joseph Schmalke. Interesting looking cover. Here's the series. When their fire and brimstone sermons fail to attract the crowds or cash they once did, 3 evangelical preachers hatch a desperate plan to rebuild their flocks and line their pockets with the help of a forbidden text. Their plan summoned 5 ancient evils to invade heaven on a suicide mission, triggering a mini apocalypse and putting their butts back in their pews. It's over-the-top grindhouse exploitation at its finest, an offering from Joseph Schmalke and newcomer artist Amanda Call. And that's a great cover. This is the B cover. Here's the A cover. And then there is a 1 in 10 Templesmith variant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Next, we have the Punisher #6 Clayton Crane cover. Everybody's going to go crazy for this. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a null buster variant, so not a ratio. It is available. And then look at this. Silver Surfer #5, 1 in 25 Akko variant. Wow. That should be a poster. Beautiful.
The best part is the way he catches the reflections under the surfboard. Because a lot of times that gets overlooked, and that's great the way he did it on that one.
Agreed. Beautiful. Summer of Supergirl special. Lobos.
That's the
Lobos.
best fucking book, dude.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Bro.
That's good.
That
This is
is
the
really,
B
really
cover.
good.
Shout out
Bro,
to Pablo.
I wouldn't be happy with just 10 copies of this. Does that tell you how much I like this book? I mean, like, this book just is phenomenal. It's got to be, I mean, James can, like, he's seen all of Lobos's best shit. This has got to be up there, James.
Oh yeah, it's top 3 in my opinion of his work.
Wow.
I think this and the what was it, the Psylocke one? They're not Psylocke.
Yeah,
What
he's
was the
got
Psylocke
2
one?
Psylocks that are killer,
Yeah.
bro. But his
Yeah.
Power Girl and his Wonder Woman, that Wonder Woman cover is my favorite.
That Wonder Woman was really good. Yeah.
This is just.
There's also a Tula Lowtie.
Sounds good too.
Yep. And then there is this is the movie variant. So if you're
See, that's not bad. I like that
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Who did that? cover?
Muhammad Osrar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's good, man.
Next, I love the Three Stooges. I grew up watching the Three Stooges. Me and my brother would during the summers when we were not in school, they would play the Three Stooges on like the TV shows at night, late at night. It would be nothing but Three Stooges, and me and my brother would watch it every night. And there was no chance we were missing Three Stooges. And I'm one of the different ones. My favorite Stooge is Shemp. I love Shemp. OG Stooge, who was before Curly, but when they started doing their stuff off of vaudeville, Curly took his spot. One of the Howard brothers. But it's very cool to see the Three Stooges come back into comics. This is the 10th anniversary special out of American Mythology Productions, and this is interesting. So if you're a Stooge fan, get ready for this. Wade Wilson, Deadpool #6. This is an Inhook Lee. So there you go. Gwenpool. And then finally, the Carla Cohen Zatanna, #3. Oh my Lord. This is behind the Sveta Love Bunny. This is the next book on FOC. Like, if you're not picking this up, there's a problem. Holy moly. There's also
Black Magic
another really good
Black
Tulaski.
Mama.
Yeah. So, and then this is the Chrissy Zulu. Shout out to Chrissy Zulu. That's a beautiful cover too.
Hey, look at the bunny, dude.
The
That
bunny's
bunny
cool.
fucking
Bunny's
sells it for
happy.
me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
little
FOC
thing,
this
dude.
week.
Fucking
Shout out
badass.
to everybody. FOC. James, we've already talked about Elite Comic Con this week. We got to talk
Yeah.
about Las Vegas Comic Con. How was the
Can I-
Vegas Comic Con?
It's been good so far. Can I show you something really cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See the Todd Beats remark?
Damn. Oh,
Dude,
wow.
that's badass.
No,
dude.
hold on. Get me off the big screen. I'm going to show
Okay.
you something cooler. He
Okay.
did that remark about 3 minutes ago because he is
He's right here.
hanging out.
That's cool, bro.
Hey, it's us.
That's awesome.
Gang's all there.
So, shout out to the crew out in Las Vegas, man. I'm jealous I'm not there.
Be on Wednesdays, huh?
Yeah, there's Sean. I knew Sean was there somewhere.
There's Sean.
What up, Sean?
What's up, Sean?
Damn. Hey man,
What's up,
this
bro?
con life where you sit at the booth all day, it's not easy, man. I don't know if I'm up for that. I don't know if I'm up for that kind of con life. I like moving around, but sitting there all day, it's tough.
So tell us what was the response to the Quintana variant? I mean, how did you guys sell out?
Everyone just sees it and they just go, if foil came out really great, and we're on a day where they've dropped the, they just showed the Absolute Catwoman. The guy releases that image right before AC drops their book, and then AC Pop drops their book that sells out, and then we're here dropping this book. It's a Quintana overload today, but the market seems to be absorbing it, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. And I saw a lot of people signing, or I saw a lot of people standing in line for the signing. It was right behind you guys, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, right across the aisle.
Hey, they got the Quintana signing thing figured out, man. It's going fast. He's moving through lots of people. He's doing special little remarks and stuff. So the Quintana live events has been course corrected, and everyone's happy now. So that's good to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For those of you guys that didn't see, this is the announcement for the Catwoman.
Oh
Right
man,
there.
That book,
I did
that
not
is
see it.
sick.
Wow,
I'm so
beautiful.
jealous of that cover. I can't even speak.
Yeah. So
What do you
that's
think, Davis?
That's fucking great. That's
He likes we had dinner with him last night. Those lasers like going through too,
yeah.
I love you guys. I'm gonna get back in the room.
Later, brother.
Later, man.
So
He's
we
in the
talked.
middle- He's in the middle of his whatnot sale.
we talked about the Two-Face cover. We've just seen the Catwoman cover. Now you guys have released the Berserker cover this week, and you guys did something very interesting. And I talked to you guys both on the phone about this. I couldn't believe when you told us you guys only did foils on that, which was very interesting. So, how's the response been so far on that?
Dude, it's been nuts, man. We the first day we sold through almost our allotment for the first day, which was 300. Today, I think we sold through. We had our allotment today was 600, and we sold right around 400. We figured we wouldn't have any for tomorrow, but we're gonna go back in tomorrow. We were optimistic we wouldn't have to go into the convention tomorrow, was what it was, but
more work.
Yeah, so we'll have some more at the table tomorrow, but not very many. And then Sean's live right now on Whatnot, and then eBay, and then I'm on Whatnot tonight doing drops and stuff. And so I don't know. We shouldn't. After this weekend, we're probably pretty much sold out.
Yeah,
it's been good, dude. It's been really, really good. There's something really cool about having him right across the aisle too, because we get to see everybody walk up with our books to get them signed. Which is really awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's dope.
How was the con overall? Did you get a chance to walk around? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Snyder's super, super fucking busy, as to be expected.
Bro, I was blown away. Snyder posted on his I think it was on his Twitter. He posted an image. Here we go. Check this out. This was kind of cool. Shout out to Sean over at Comics Elite. He posted an image of him holding Sean's the variant that he did. So hopefully you guys got some of those. I know Sean the only way you could get this is signed by Scott, which is very cool. So Scott signed a bunch of the Absolute Batman. What is this? 21?
Yeah, I think it's 20.
Yeah. So this is that first new Robins, and I love the foil version on this. But he posted this. He said, "Got asked about this cover by Scon. They're selling it signed here at Comics Elite booth or on Whatnot tonight under their name." So that was pretty cool.
He's promoting it too. I feel like very few creators go out of their way and go get it from this booth or their Whatnot, and then linking it too. Most people would pay a lot of money to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I mean, this guy we've talked about it a million times. He is the definition of what you want the industry people to be, and he gives a shit about what he's doing, and like you can tell that he's got so much love for this series.
Yeah, fantastic, dude. Absolutely
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
been this convention's been really, I think this might be like a microcosm of what we see at San Diego, but it's been very, you see everybody that's walking down the aisle has an Absolute Batman of some sort in their hand.
Well, you know, that's kind of been, I've had a couple of people reach out to me today, 3 or 4 people saying like, hey, this is crazy. Like the Absolute Batman rush continues. The Jae Lee book from Dynamic Forces, which if you guys want to go get that, you guys can find the link in the chat. If not, just go to dynamicforces.com and you guys can use the code Wednesday, singular Wednesday, to get this. This was a huge talking point. I had 4 or 5 people reach out to me today about this. People are loving the Jae Lee version of the a variant from Absolute Batman number 21. Of course, we talked about the Quintana variant for this. We've already talked about the Mark Brooks variant, and then you find out more, like there's more coming. You got the Quintana Catwoman. The whole Absolute universe is crazy right now.
Yeah.
And
I talked to.
I was just going to say real quick, the reason that I feel like it's not slowing down at all is because almost in tandem, when you hear somebody talk about a cover or the art, you hear somebody else talking about the story and the characters. Like it is very much just because the story is just that good. Like it is a generationally good comic book.
I talked to a guy today. He had me facilitate some signatures for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to talk to him a lot because he was bouncing back and forth. And I was like, so you big into comics, you big collector? And he goes, dude, I collected when I was a little kid. And he goes, and I haven't collected comics in 30 years. And he's like, but my best friend collects comics. And as soon as he started reading Absolute Batman, he's like, hey, you should really look at this book. And he's like, and he goes, I'm a diehard. And he had other books, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it's spreading to other stories.
He had one of Tom's Quintana Exquisite Corpses ones, you know, that I witnessed for him. He had a bunch of, you know, like a bunch of other stuff. And he's like, but it was Absolute Batman that brought him into it. And that's what we've been talking about. Like I've
recommended Absolute Batman to so many friends that don't read comics, being like, you know, Batman, you know, Two-Face, you know, everybody knows these characters. So it's like, even if you don't like, and everybody, the Nolan movies, and then like the 90s movie, like everybody has their own version of what they like in their head for each of these characters. And it's such an interesting concept being able to read a new take on them that like it makes you want to recommend it to people that don't read comics, because you're like, what you know of Bane, you want to see this version of Bane. What you know of Mr. Freeze, now he's Slenderman. You know what I mean? Like
now that the trades are out too, I've given them to so many people in bands that love Batman, that have Batman tattoos. But I'm like, here, you need to read this, and this will get you to at least 14, and then you can decide. Like you can basically get pretty caught up, and that third trade's coming soon. So. But so many people have been talking about it. And I think Sean from Comics Elite has that scan on his website if anybody wants to buy it. You don't have to just get it at the con. I think he has it on the website if you want to sign Snyder.
Nice.
Dude, comics is crazy right now. I think it's we've talked about this. I think it's more exciting than it's ever been, you know, in a major way. There is some things, you know, that we got to be careful of, but as long as, you know, we have people like Robert Kirkman, Scott Snyder, you know, these people that are like, okay, we're gonna make sure that we try and keep this, you know, momentum going, and I hope that Snyder becomes some type of CEO or editor in chief or whatever at DC Comics. You know, the only problem is that we got to get Marvel on track. Marvel, let's get you on track. You got the Marvel Rivals stuff going.
I got faith.
I hope so, bro.
I got faith in the Midnight idea. Like, they're calling it a horror. Like, if done right, imagining the same treatment, because like I think I said this on the show already. Absolute Batman is just basically a horror. Every character they've redone besides like Catwoman and a couple other, it's like, how do you take Poison Ivy and make her terrifying? And they figured out the way to do that. You know what I mean? Like, now take Venom and make him more horror. Take Carnage is already pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? Now make him the real serial killer Cletus Cassidy. Like, there's a lot of potential. Spider-Man's rogue gallery is pretty scary. Hobgoblin and Green Goblin can be very scary. Like all those characters can be terrifying. So if they do it right, it could hit.
I just feel like at some point they gotta like start fresh, like clean out your writers crew. You know what I mean? No offense to a lot of the writers over there, but a lot of this isn't working. And I know you got like Philip Kennedy Johnson, right? Or and all these new writers that are working on the whole midnight thing, and I'm good with that. Like I'm down to give it a try, but I also feel like you're not trying hard enough. We've already had Marvel horror, we've already had Marvel zombie, we've already had, some of the other crazy stuff.
They've not been true. They haven't been like they haven't gone for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolute Batman is
Blade
punching
stuff.
Kids. You know what I mean? Like Absolute Batman is going for it,
dude. I really loved the whole Blade storyline that they had going at that one point, but it didn't end correctly. And I'm gonna say it again. Donny Cates, figure it out, bro. Like the door is open for you, man. Marvel, get Donny Cates figured out. Get Donny in there. It's summertime. You said you were coming back. Where you at, bro? We need you on Spider-Man. We need you.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem, is that it also, for Marvel to turn it around, it would start with Spider-Man.
It needs to be Spider-Man.
A full
Later,
reboot.
James.
See ya.
Make sure you guys go check out
great
James on
great
Whatnot.
writing.
30 minutes. See you 30 minutes.
Show.
See you,
Blow out
boys.
those berserkers. Later, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs
Yeah.
to start with Spider-Man.
Absolutely. Just like Batman, they
That's
go, let's
true.
take our number one guy and
The
build
flagship.
around him, and that's how you do it. You know, it's just, but it's got to be somebody proven. It's got to be, he's got to have the support from Marvel. He's got to be able to do things that haven't been done before. They've got to allow some things, and with corporate characters, they like, it's a business.
Yeah.
Like there's they're too they micromanage some of these characters to a point where it's like it's not even worth writing it. Okay, you write it. You tell me what you want. You know, and it's like DC, they've like said, okay, fuck it. Take it out for a spin. Let's see what happens. And look what happened.
I think they also already have one kind of misstep with Midnight, which I hope that I'm wrong here, but starting off with X-Men instead of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like X-Men is up there as one of your flagship, but Spider-Man is Spider-Man. And it's like you also led with Nightcrawler kind of, you know what I mean? So it's like you start your horror series with Venom chasing Spider-Man and it looks scary on the cover. People are going to check that out quicker than they go check out Midnight X-Men with Nightcrawler and Storm. That's the reality. Like they should have led with Spider-Man, and Venom should be the first scary character.
You know what I would do? I would pay Sanford Green
Eddie
a bunch
Brock.
of money and have him do a fucking Miles book
Mm-hmm.
and see what happens, and let him get urban with that character and push the envelope with Miles, because he's never had a good story, man, other than the animated movie.
I mean, the OG.
But like his
man.
comics haven't been like, oh man, I can't wait for fucking issue 4, man. Shit. That's the way it's got to be. You see
Rick
Absolute
Lawson.
Batman, it's like, man, fuck, man, 20 is going to be fucking crazy, and
Yeah.
like can't wait for 21. Like you must buy. You know,
They need Momoko to go full horror. That's a good call. Momoko going full horror would be really cool. Like give her a book in the Midnight universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a great
inside
point.
the book has got to be like inside the book has
Right.
got to be awesome.
Well, the
And
reason
order from,
Chonko said somehow Image is able to make interesting series. Image doesn't make interesting series. Image picks up interesting series because they are good at, people want to go to them because they made themselves a destination place if you're a creator, and everybody wants to pitch to them. So their Image, because they're good to their creators and have a good infrastructure set up, people that have good ideas come to them, and then they say, okay, we'll publish it. So it's like, it's a win-win. And then the person who created it keeps the rights. Like that's why Image is Image. And it's like, and now they have the pick of the litter of what cool story do we want to put out this month. Marvel, and that's how Marvel should be. Marvel should be saying, hey, creators, what's your idea? Which is what I imagine it sounds like Scott Snyder did with Absolute. He came and said, this is my vision, and they said, go for it.
Yeah.
They should almost
when
make
when they did that Doom book was it last year or a year and a half ago with Sanford Green's cover, and who the fuck wrote it?
I don't even remember.
The guy who rebooted X-Men.
Oh, Hickman.
Right. Right, and it was a one shot, and it was pretty awesome. And I said, okay, well, shit, here we go. Like, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't be one-offs, and that, you know, they'll have one good book here or there, man. Like, put a run together, make a plan, draw an outline, have a meeting. Like, this is where we want to go with this character. Like, none of that. It used to happen. Like, I remember hearing Donnie talk about how he laid out the first 50 issues for Venom, you know, and he had all the support, and he had help from other writers. And
it's crazy because Mr. Untold just said in the chat that his Marvel sales are so low in his shop right now. Like, can you imagine, like, some of the highest grossing movies of all time are from that publisher, but we can't get a good comic to get people in the thing? Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they've never been great. I remember a few years ago when I was first getting into making Marvel variants, I made one it was when Guardians, maybe it was a while before Guardians 3 had come out, but like the marketing had started, and they put out a new Guardians series, and I did a variant for Guardians 1, and I was like, this is going to be big. Everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians 3 is coming out. One other store did a variant, which is crazy, and it bombed. Nobody gave a shit. And I'm like, how could this movie, Guardians 3 is the top 3 Marvel movie for me. Everyone loved Guardians 3. Big movie. Nobody gave a fuck about the comic book. And it was a new #1 issue, and it was a great cover, and it did terribly, unfortunately. And it's like, I don't know, there is somewhat of a disconnect there.
Yeah.
Like, Iron Man has never really had historically great, even in recent, you know, obviously historically originally, but like in modern runs, there hasn't been an Iron Man that's been like, I need to go read Iron Man. Nobody reads Iron Man, unfortunately.
Even in the reboot where they had like 15 variant covers, I was like, oh, maybe there's hope for this story, and it fell off. All of them, everything, Sorcerer Supreme, everything has been so flat out of that universe right now that it's just the new Punisher is okay. Like, I'm riding along with it right now, but they're only on 4, but the story is okay, but also just another guy that they just can't get right anymore.
It's like
some of these characters only translate well on the big screen, but like Spider-Man, like you should have a great story and things that matter of consequence. Like, why is this important? Like, what's happening? What's going on? If this happens, it's going to cause this, and then be good with it. You know, I remember like summer times used to be big events, you know, like Secret Wars and you know, Crisis and all, like shit that mattered, that changed things.
You would think for the 1,000th issue coming, they would do something like that, but I feel like that book's just going to come and go. I bet you it's just like another vanilla story that it's just, you know,
it's a shame. It's a few stories. They're doing an anthology kind of thing. I think it's 3 stories, and I was going to do a variant on it. That book is 104 pages.
Oh,
wow.
I'm not making a variant on that book.
My God.
104 pages is almost trade paperback. So they're going for it though. 104 pages is wild.
I'm saying if they got Miles right, I mean, you could build around that. You know, but it needs to be somebody that understands Miles,
right?
You know, and understands growing up in you know, in the what is it, in the suburbs, right? His dad's a cop, and you know, but
I mean, playing the video game on PlayStation, the Spider-Man 2, where you got to play both Miles and Peter Parker, like that was a better story for the 30 hours of gameplay where they brought in Mr. Negative. They had everybody in. It was really
great job. Yeah. Mr. Negative.
You could get it in the game for 30 hours, but you can't get it in a comic.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking you guys, we are 3 hours into the show tonight, and
gotta go to
I want to
bed.
say thank you so much to everybody that hung out with us tonight. If you guys didn't get a chance to pick up your Sveta variants, there's only 300 available. We'll key in on those in a second, but check this out, you guys. We're finally getting our
Yeah,
Comics and
finally getting
Magazine Sveta Shubina variants in from Sequential Art, and who also has that beautiful Batgirl variant from Sveta. Make sure you guys go check that out. But hopefully you guys are starting to get yours in. I can't wait to see those. This is the first appearance in comics of the Halloween trio, which is amazing. And make sure you guys check the link in the chat for you guys to go get your variant from that you can only get from here or the Pasadena Monster
video?
Palooza. What's that?
Scroll down a little. Scroll. Was there a video?
There is right
What's the-
here.
what's
Check
the
this out.
video?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You see all that brass and stuff is
Yeah.
like spot foiled?
Right there. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, look at the eyes. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And her, she's all brass. Oh yeah.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
She's
right?
solid gold. Yeah, like the hat.
The hat,
eyes and
her
the
hat is brass. Her buckles are brass, and
eyes
everything's
are gold.
embossed. Yeah, look at that.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That's all brass. That's all brass or gold spot foil. Beautiful. So
Yeah,
you guys, the link is in the chat for this. SvetaShubina.com. Use promo code Beyond10. Get 10% off. You guys can also go get the new Jae Lee Dynamic Forces Absolute Batman number 21. Use promo code Wednesdays to get 10% off. And then go show some love to our boys over at Hive Comics. You can use promo code Beyond10 over there to get 10% off. Promo codes for everybody. We're shill central right now, you guys. So merchandise coming, you guys. We're working on that right now. Trust me, we're really working hard on that. We're trying to find that to get that going soon. What do we got coming up? We got Wednesday night. We're going to be helping kick off Davis's new Kickstarter for Sweet Death with Will Jack and Simone Ragazzoni, which is going to be awesome, where you guys can get that beautiful Sveta Shubina cover. That will be Wednesday. That Kickstarter is going to start. There's also that gorgeous Will Jack cover, plus a bunch of others. Cedric Pouliot, Godtail. Davis is actually doing a cover for it, which is going to be awesome. So that'll be Wednesday night. Tuesday night, we've got Heidi McDonald from Comics Beat joining us on the industry show, which is going to be awesome. We always love when Heidi joins us. And then more coming. So we're going to try and have a comic sale on eBay Live tomorrow night for Beyond Wednesdays. If you guys want to join us for that, I'm going to do my best to make that happen. And then thank you for everybody that helped support the channel tonight with gifted membership. Shout out to Kevin. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. And then
I want to get us to that
everybody else.
16 million like that other guy.
Yeah.
Get to 16 million subs.
Yeah. So listen, we're about to hit 7,000 subs, you guys. We hit 6,900 tonight, and John is showing a beautiful platinum.
Oh,
look at that! Is that going to be available at Elite 11?
Absolutely.
There you go.
see
So
me.
make sure
Come
you
check
guys
it
go
out.
check out the
Hold on,
Elite
hold on,
11
check-
Comics Con this weekend over at St. John's. Go say hi to the boys over at Las Vegas,
Look at that.
amazing Las Vegas, Hive Comics and Hell Destroyer. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining us. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Go get those cool variants. They're only going to be available for a little bit. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday night. Adios.